Happy New Year, co-host.
What's so goddamn happy about it?
Man,
Still the same goddamn problems, just a different day. That's all it is.
Yeah, but
more woes for the world.
It's problems in the future. 2010, man,
problems.
we made it.
Problems in 2010.
2010.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not like the wasteland. You know, I'm surprised we're not like hauling around in cars with full of nitrous. You know, and of course, if that were me doing that, if I was driving around in fucking cars full of nitrous, I'd be wearing my metal Iron Maiden mask, fucking rocking the wasteland, talking like humongous.
Here you go. You were one of those fools who wants the apocalypse to come because you think it's gonna make you look cool because you get to wear some like cool gay ass leather suit and you're gonna fight mutant zombies.
I've seen
shit.
those goddamn assless leather chaps you got in your goddamn closet over there now.
Oh yeah.
If that ain't for the apocalypse, I don't know what it's there for. Unless it's for one of your nights out on the town court.
No.
Hanging out at the Blue Oyster.
No. That I got your blue oysters right here, you son of a bitch. What music is that?
You don't remember from Police Academy, the Blue Oyster?
I don't remember that music. Only you, man. Only you would memorize a soundtrack to Police Academy.
How can you not? Come on, Police Academy was a great movie.
I thought you were doing Sanford and Son.
I think it's by the same composer. I think that's the problem with
By the way, assless chaps, very, very good for the apocalypse. You know, man, there ain't no toilets around anymore. You got to use the bathroom on the fly.
Hey, man, you have to look hip even during the apocalypse.
Exactly. I just bend over, squat, and my chaps, my shit comes out, and I'm gone. I'm ready to fight again.
Wow,
I'm ready to fight more mutants and zombies.
What a beautiful picture you paint there, Corey. Yeah, I can't wait till you wear those during the spill party. Yeah,
yeah, spill party 2010. That's gonna be the theme. Assless chaps.
There you go.
The real apocalypse.
Yeah.
People seeing me in assless chaps.
No. The real apocalypse will be when Cyrus walks out with assless
with
chaps.
With his assless chaps.
Yes. No.
Wait, what do you mean assless? He has plenty of ass to fill those chaps with. Plenty of ass and tits to go with it.
Yeah.
Man boobs. Hey man, you know what? Let me tell you something. The saga continues, boys. We got a good show here. We got a good. Let me tell you what we had planned.
Plenty of show for you people.
Listen how we do things. Mm-hmm. We come in and we don't even know what's going to happen. And within 5 minutes, we got a show.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about? All kinds of shit. All right, let's do it.
Some things here. You said, you know what? Let's talk about New Year's. How New Year's was for us. We got some movie news.
Yep.
Going to be talking about some directors being chosen for some projects that we thought would not happen. Mm-hmm. Going to happen now.
Yep.
And some projects that we told were going to happen. Mm-hmm. Kind of looking at some trouble right now.
Right.
Even though they'll happen, but they're running into some stumbling blocks.
There's always all kinds of trouble in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. You know what I liked, though? Mm-hmm. I like when celebrities are out there forced to do things that the common man do. Like not even that the common man will do.
Like pay bills and pay their taxes.
No, worse than that.
Wash dishes.
I'm talking about some humiliating things that they have to do, but it's funny for the rest of us. I'm going to try to, man, I'm going to curse the show.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to curse the show.
You're going to curse it?
I'm going to curse it because...
As in put a hex on it? I don't understand. What?
No, I'm not going to put a hex on it. I'm just going to curse it. Okay. Fuck you, show. No, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, man, I'm exhausted right now. I did not sleep at all last night. Slept for about 2 hours. I don't know if I can do one of these marathon shows, but whenever we say that, the show ends up going like to the next day, to the break of dawn.
I'm not going to force you either. Don't worry. So
no, but we never know. But we're going to try to cut it off at 2 hours. People already laughing. People are like, you ain't going to do that. But
what the
seriously,
fuck ever?
Yeah. Keep it.
2 hours in fucking Bizarro World.
But we're going to see what happens. So if we do cut it off at 2 hours, don't be surprised because we really do. We don't want to rush your emails. I feel like we've been rushing people's emails lately. I want to actually
rushing them. I mean, how many good emails do we actually have out of that whole
bunch? I'm actually
whenever
lying.
we go through? Yeah,
we spent a lot of time on emails.
We spent a lot of fucking time on emails. I was like, what are you talking about? You must be tired.
I'm exhausted.
We don't spend enough time. We spend too much time.
I know. We'll answer the email and we'll answer a question they didn't even ask.
Yeah, we were sifting through that shit like crazy. Are you kidding me?
But yeah, man, we gotta. So that's pretty much the itinerary. Our basic itinerary of the show right now. That's enough to fill a show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So
sounds good to me, Captain.
Oh man, by the way, welcome. Let's do this, everybody. How you
Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. All right. Yes, we move over to your left. Stop bothering me.
Yes. Yeah, pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Next. Hello. Now, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Good. I'm glad you're a fan. Move on. Next.
Hey, you know what?
Who do you want me to autograph this to? All right. Get out of here. Come on. That'll be $20.
To your mama. There you go. So, how was New Year's for you?
New Year's was interesting. I thought at first it was going to be uneventful. Only because I had about 5 parties I was invited to. The only problem with that was
you had no feet to go to those parties.
No, I could not walk to these parties. No, they were at least 30, 40 minutes out of my way.
Oh yeah.
And I really, due to the hectic craziness of the holidays, just the stress of it all. My one main goal was to just get fucking trashed and not worry about driving or going anywhere. And fuck yeah, I succeeded. Yeah, well, when you don't go anywhere, yeah, no. When you don't go anywhere and you got a refrigerator full of booze and champagne, and with only you,
and you're by yourself,
only with you and another guy there to split it.
That other guy's reflection in the mirror.
Yeah,
I'm looking at that drunk in the mirror.
And then all your imaginary friends pop up, and start drinking with you. All your favorite cartoon characters.
You sitting around with your action figures.
Yes, He-Man was hanging out.
The Batman and the Joker showed up.
Humongous showed up. General Zod was hanging out. Yeah,
Jason and Freddy action figures showed up.
Nuclear Man showed up, but I kicked him the fuck out.
Oh
shit! This ain't no fucking gay party. I'm sorry, but you got to go.
Yeah, and then you had Leatherface. And in the middle of all those action figures, you had that one Care Bear that you never threw away.
No, I don't have Care. I don't know what you're talking about.
The star on his chest. I seen it. I seen it.
No, I'm sorry. I did not grow up in the land of Care-a-Lot.
Funny how you know where that land is.
No, I see your DVD over there, Corey. I read. I was like, what the fuck is he doing with it? What could this? How could this be any kind of interesting whatsoever?
What you talking about, man? Have you seen the special features on the Care Bear movie DVD?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me all about it.
Oh yeah.
Please tell me about your Blu-ray special features. All 20 minutes of the director's commentary about how the Care Bear stare actually works, my friend.
Oh man, you know Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah,
made a guest appearance.
Oh,
uncredited. But you wouldn't know that because you didn't watch it. Yeah.
Oh, the day Robert De Niro is doing that is the day I put a fucking bullet right through my fucking head. All hope is lost. I don't need the apocalypse for that.
Daniel Day-Lewis. That was his first role, the Care Bears movie. Nobody knows that.
Oh no shit.
Nobody knows that.
I need a Wikipedia that.
He is such a great actor that he actually transformed himself into an animated Care Bear.
Oh really?
Yes. Nobody knows that.
Hey, that's.
Watch the special features.
I'll be sure to rent that, Corey.
No, but you stayed at home.
I know where we're going with that, but
I know. So you stayed at home. Got drunk for a friend or two.
Yeah, I stayed at home. My buddy showed up. Buddy I hadn't seen in a long time, and it was one of those things where we were like, all right, well, I got this party. We got this party. Where the fuck is it? Oh shit, that's too far. Yeah, and by the whole time we're discussing, we're drinking, and then when I look at the clock, it's already about 15 minutes till midnight. And we were like, fuck, I guess we're just going to stay here and keep pounding them down. And, of course, what do? We throw on, I felt somewhat obligated to throw on something on TV just to kind of make it official. So we turned on the boob tube and watched the Dick Clark countdown, which was the most goddamn depressing thing I've seen.
I don't want
a real depressing way to close the new year.
Oh man, I saw that. I think at one time he was American. They called him America's teenager. Shit, that motherfucker aged quick.
No,
but he had a stroke.
Yeah,
though.
people thought he was an alien.
He lost track of a count on one of the countdowns.
It was this year because we were watching it. He missed the number.
He's still counting right now.
I think he missed the number 12. But
the reason why he messed up because he started at 50. Everybody started at 10. He's like 50, 48,
and it was bad. It was like, here we go, and here we are, live and time for and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Who is the fucking head guy in charge that is allowing this shit to happen right now?
That's still making him do this shit.
Now, I mean, it's like you expect a fucking string. You expect to see strings on the this motherfucker because you're like, I don't understand how anybody, number one, lets him do this. I don't know how this station gets away with letting him do this.
It's cruel.
It's a fucking, it is. It's way cruel.
I don't think he had a stroke. I think they drug him and bring him out every year to do this shit. He don't know where he is. He just goes along with it.
Well, people thought he was an alien because he never aged, but I think his host ended up leaving, and the whole aging process started. Yeah,
like
it started withering away. Yeah. And the first thing that went away is a speech. Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Here's the calendar. 5, 4, 2, 0. What?
I'm telling you, in Times Square, he's still there counting right now.
Oh man, I was like, will that fucking ball just fall on his head or something? Will somebody put this poor guy out of his misery already? Just get him the fuck off the television.
I feel bad, man. That's like, at this point, with technology being what it is these days, why don't they just make him CG and make a Dick Clark puppet?
No shit.
And put it out there instead of trying to put the real Dick Clark out there.
If they can fucking make blue cats, they can fucking, they can make Dick Clark look realistic.
James Cameron needs to direct next year's New Year's in Times Square and make a CG. Don't even go out the way with it. Make a CG blue cat, animatronic, whatever, of Dick Clark.
No shit.
Put him out there.
That would be a lot better than what I had to witness that night. And I was like, wow, what a way to go. Goodbye, 2009. Thank you, Dick Clark, for doing that for us once again. I was like, are they gonna fucking have that guy like in his coffin, fucking all rotted away, and actually have like Carson Daly, or not even Carson Daly? Who's the other motherfucker?
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. Are they actually gonna have him do the voice for Dick Clark next time? And if he does, he better do it in his fucking the way in his fucking stroke voice. Everybody. What a wonderful time. Everybody's happy tonight. Oh, look at, we will never forget everything. And I'm like, we're trying not to forget. I'm trying to forget this travesty I'm seeing right now on TV. Dick, they're fucking, stop this.
I know. I mean, next year's going to be like an episode Tales from the Crypt. Because it's going to be Dick Clark all decomposed and shit.
No shit. And and you know what they need to do? They need to dig up Ed McMahon so they can have him go, you're correct. Happy New Year!
Be like a fucking zombie New Year's.
That's my kind of New Year's. That's what I want in the year 2020.
I'm not joking either. I'm being serious when I say get James Cameron to make a CG Dick Clark for next year. Please.
Somebody will.
Yeah, anybody. You can get Elmo to do that shit and look more real than
he'll animate it.
He looks more real than Dick Clark out there right now.
I'm gonna make Dickie move all realistic like. Oh, watch kids. Yeah.
Can't you see Elmo cussing out Dick Clark?
Elmo says, "We'll get your old ass out the way. Let me do that. Let me do my shit.
Let me get this countdown started, bitch."
Can't you see
your old mother? Oh, hey, Elmo! Everybody,
tickle my Elmo.
That old motherfucker still behind me. This thing on?
Elmo scandal.
No shit. Elmo, I miss that guy.
Tyke, what you mean you miss Elmo? He's not dead. He's still around.
Really? Oh, I thought he was. I was like, wow, kids aren't buying Elmo toys anymore.
What do you think?
Thing of the past.
I think Elmo's father died though. No shit. Elmo's father died in Afghanistan or Iraq.
Really?
No shit. Okay. I'm not making a joke here. They did an episode where his father died. I don't quote me on this because I'm the motherfucker that believed that Bert got AIDS and died. It ended up being like a false story.
Okay, now you're telling me that in the world of Sesame Street,
yes,
they created Elmo's dad all of a sudden. Did he have a dad in the series?
Yes, because I've seen.
Now, was it played by a puppet or a real live guy? Because that's all I'm trying to figure out right now, please. So this doesn't sound as horrible as I think it's about to sound, please.
No. Elmo's dad is Tracy Morgan.
He's Tracy Morgan.
Elmo. Yeah. I love my son, Elmo.
I love you, son.
I love you, son. Even though you are red and furry, you look nothing like me.
Daddy's been making you proud. I'm all sober and shit.
Yeah. Mom's apparently been fucking a Care Bear. And that's how you were bumped. But I love you. I love you anyway. You're my boy.
I was bumping uglies with Miss Piggy the other day. Don't tell nobody, son.
Yeah. Son. Yeah. Love you, son.
Yeah. Get over here. Give me a hug. Love you, son.
I'm just saying, Tracy Morgan is crazy enough to have a kid like Elmo. I'll talk about
No. I think the last couple kids he's had look like fucking Elmo. I mean, with all the crazy fucking shit that guy's been pumping in his body.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Motherfucker has diabetes. He's some kind of sugar. Who knows what else he's doing? Mine is fucked up. Why couldn't he give birth to Elmo? He gave birth to Elmo, not a woman. You came out of my ass, son. I went to take a shit. I looked down there as a little piece of red lip. I love you. Some red lip with eyeballs and an orange nose. I named it Elmo.
You're handsome like your father. You gonna be successful, yo. Success. My kid's a success.
You're gonna grow up in my hood. You're gonna move to Sesame Street.
It's the real hood, yo.
It's rough there.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
But man,
Oscar go fuck himself. What the fuck? That's my trash can, bitch.
Yeah. Fuck Oscar. He fuck with you. You tell me, son.
Yeah.
I'll fuck him up. What are we talking about? How did we get on this?
I don't know. Elmo had a father. Yes.
Yeah. No. He was a puppet. He was Tracy Morgan.
We're done with our comedy now.
Yeah. Lame ass comedy, which makes no sense.
No sense. No. But he had a daddy. Okay.
He looked like Elmo,
and he went to go fight the big war.
He looked kind of like Telly Munster. You remember Telly Munster? He was like the neurotic Muppet who was always like.
No.
Yeah, they had it. Like this. They never said it, but I think Telly was suicidal. Like Telly would freak out. Like no, okay. Telly would freak out over things. Like Telly would. He was neurotic. Whenever like the littlest thing went wrong.
Yeah.
He was like. I gotta make this right. Nobody's gonna like me. I'm not even right. I mean, he would like panic.
You sound like he was having an orgasm.
Oh
my God. Oh, not on the. Oh, I don't want to do it on your face. Oh God. Open up. Oh,
I hope I'm doing this right.
I don't want to get the couch dirty.
He looked like Telly. People, if you remember Telly, Telly maybe it's another dead Muppet. Maybe he finally hung himself or something. But no, Telly he was kind of purplish pink. So Elmo's dad kind of looked like Telly. You know what? Here. Let me look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Because
So I was about to say, well, so are they saying that a Muppet went to go fight the war? And I went to go fight the Taliban?
I saw a special where he said a Muppet to go fight the Taliban.
Yeah. I want to see that episode.
I want to see where a Muppet finds Bin Laden.
Yeah.
I found him.
Yeah.
Hey, over here, guys.
Yeah. Today's special letters F for found.
For found.
And also it's for fire. Fire.
Yeah. And fuck you, Bin Laden.
Yeah.
But let me see Elmo's dad here, man. There's Elmo's dad right there.
Okay, let me see real quick.
Okay, here it is.
Oh, no shit.
Elmo's dad ships out for duty on Sesame Street. And let me type in Elmo's dad dead.
I remember that fucking guy.
I saw. I'm not making bullshit up here. I saw like it wasn't. I don't know if it was an episode of Sesame Street or they were doing some sort of special.
Yeah.
And it was about parents, and Elmo was hanging out with his dad, who was wearing a uniform.
Yeah.
And so he was going out to fight the war. And
oh wow.
Elmo's dad died. Let's see. Death hits hard on Sesame Street as Elmo loses uncle to war. Oh, so his uncle died.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because that dude used to hang out with Bert, right? And
who?
His uncle.
I didn't even know he had an uncle. I don't know.
Okay, because the picture you just showed me at least.
I think that was Elmo's dad.
Was actually a character a long time ago. I don't know. I don't really keep up with Sesame Street like you.
That's Elmo's dad right there. Okay, so I didn't know anything about. Maybe that was his uncle that I saw in that episode. Okay, I don't know. I remember seeing a fucking Muppet in uniform. I thought maybe I was.
So what should we do? Have a moment of silence or something for a Muppet?
If I was drinking, I'd like pour a little alcohol on the carpet for
your dead homie.
For my dead homie.
You didn't know him, Corey.
Pour a little alcohol on the fabric.
Yeah.
For
Make sure your parents are there right in front of you when you do it.
Fallen Muppets in the war. Man, how insulting would that be? Like they actually like showed all these people who died in the war, and then he put up a fucking Muppet. Yeah, I'd be mad as hell if I had a relative die over there. I'd be like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You see him on like a memorial wall.
Yeah,
his name,
like a freeze frame of a Muppet, you know, smiling. And
Elmo Senior.
Yeah, yeah, man.
What was the guy's name? What was his name?
Who?
His uncle.
They never. I didn't read it.
They didn't have the unknown soldier.
It does say Elmo's dad gets sent to Iraq, so maybe that was Elmo's dad that I saw. Yeah, what's what they deployed
shipping all them goddamn.
I know.
Are we hurting so bad
that we gotta like recruit
that we gotta recruit Muppets?
Not recruit them, but just fucking draft them.
We're drafting the whole Muppet world. Fucking Gonzo fucking running out there with a machine gun, fucking tripping over shit.
See an Animal out there from the Electric Mayhem Band.
Oh fuck yeah, Animal in a tank, fucking blowing shit up like crazy.
Taliban. Shit, it couldn't hurt at this point.
Shit.
God damn, man! But speaking of
drop the bomb on Saddam.
You see fucking Animal coming down that bomb like Dr. What is it, Dr.
Dr. Strangelove.
Dr. Strangelove.
Yeah. Doing a Slim Pickens.
Kaboom!
Jesus.
No, you know, Sesame Street, they tackle some serious issues in other countries. In Africa, they have their version of Sesame Street.
Oh no shit!
It's called Sesame. No, I know that's wrong. Okay, no, it's but over there, the AIDS epidemic, as we all know, is so serious that they have actually addressed it on Sesame Street. They have a Muppet character who has AIDS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, it's like
now
a little girl.
Now on the American version, don't they also have a character with AIDS? I thought they did.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, it's Bert.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Really? Is it really? Did it really happen? Did it come out? Did those two guys come out of the closet already?
Okay, everybody knows that they're gay. So
I didn't know that. I thought they were just fucking college roommates or something, just hanging out.
Just never got married.
Yeah, banging on drums, fucking jamming out, fucking getting high all the time.
Never went out with chicks. Yeah. Always hanging out together.
Doing acid, playing with rubber duckies in the bathtub.
Yeah,
what's wrong with that?
They even took a bath together. They were just really close friends. No, those motherfuckers gay as fucking sunshine. But there was a rumor going around.
Yeah.
And I didn't believe it, but because I actually, when I hear these rumors, now I look it up. But
did this hit the tabloids?
Yeah, I don't know, but there were two rumors going around.
Yeah,
one was that Big Bird died. Oh, and Big Bird did not die.
No, that would make fucking national news. Yeah,
no. And then there was another that Bert died. And I think there was even like this cruel rumor going around that Bert died of AIDS. I'm telling you, yeah.
Who's a jerk off that fucking started that rumor?
Who started that bullshit? Yeah. Who would be so cruel?
Flesh eater.
But man, I tell you, Tracy Morgan. I was listening to an interview with him, and that guy is he's gone, man. That guy's crazy.
Oh no, he is crazy. Yeah,
like he started. I mean, but it was a real heartfelt interview too. Like he was talking. I always mention this show. This is where I hear all my interviews. So you're gonna hear me bring this show up a lot because that's on reference I have.
Yeah.
Fresh Air, I bring it up all the time. And the host Terry Gross was talking to him, and so she said, "Now understand that when you were 15, you left your mother to go live with your father." And he's like, "Yeah, Terry, that's right. I left my mom because she had problems in And then it gets quiet, and Terry Gross is like, you can't see her, but you know she's sitting there with her eyes kind of like looking around, and she's like,
somebody crying like a bitch.
Yeah. Are you being a pussy right now? No, she's like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, Terry. I just love my mama, and I didn't mean to hurt her, Terry. I didn't mean to hurt you, mama. And
shit.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hurt you, mama.
Uh-oh.
And then later in the show, she's like, "Now I'm going to ask you something else, and I want to be careful because I know you're very emotional, and I want to make sure that you'll be okay with me asking." He's like, "No, Terry, that's because you brought the emotion out of me, and not too many people do that, Terry. Not too many people do that, and that's what." And I love you for that, Terry. That's why I love you for that. I love you for that, Terry. You can hear us.
But you're a fucking bitch right now.
But you're fucking with me. You're fucking
now
my emotions, Terry.
I'm going to annihilate you and destroy that fucking Terry.
Well, Terry Gross was like, you could tell she's trying to be like sympathetic. And I imagine she was. I mean, it was a great interview because she played it as one of the best interviews of 2009.
Oh, yeah.
Or one of the most interesting. And she was kind of like, okay, all right, okay, settle down now.
Settle down, calm
I love you, Terry. Terry, I love you.
You crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, you crazy fuck, yeah. Get the fuck out of here. She even said, you kind
security?
Of, yeah, he's not even in the same building.
I know.
She called security to get him out that building he's in, miles away.
He's going through a lot of emotions right now.
Yeah,
hopefully one of them isn't killed.
Yeah, pack this motherfucker up in a crate somewhere and put him in a warehouse.
Yeah, man. It's funny because if you ever get a chance to see Tracy Morgan's audition tape, I think if you go and look for the SNL Tracy Morgan DVD, it'll have his audition, and that fucking guy looks like they just fucking dragged him off the street. I mean, because that was when he was fucking dealing drugs. You know, he's not shameful about it.
Oh no, he said he did all kind of stuff.
Yeah, he was a drug dealer, and he that's all he did. Before he got into comedy, but he looked like a crazy motherfucker right off the street. Talking about some nappy, crazy looking hair with a piece of straw sticking out of it. that was Tracy Morgan, but he was a big guy too. Yeah, he was a hefty guy when he auditioned, but he looked homeless almost.
Let me see if I can actually find the video.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'll be able to find it or not.
He did. I think he was just doing one of his routines that he was usually doing. I don't remember it being all that great, but
okay. Well, I won't look for it 'cause I can't even find it.
It really stuck out more just how the guy looked. I mean,
yeah, since we can't get a visual.
Yeah,
if somebody finds it, that's fine. I'm looking for it already, and I can't find it and I'm looking for it because I want to see it.
Yeah, no, you should.
I've grown to love Tracy Morgan because he's crazy.
I've always loved Tracy Morgan. I always thought like he was fucking incredible on SNL, but you know. It's one of those situations that I hate about SNL is that I think their most talented people they have on that show always get thrown to the wayside for these people who I don't know if it's because they've been there longer or they've been writing there longer, but usually the people I don't care about are always the highlighted group of guys. But him and Horatio Sands for a while were like my two favorite guys, but it was always hard to watch skits with them because, you know, they would hardly ever get featured. But when they were, you know, they were always playing like either, you know, well, Tracy Morgan started doing his own like Astronaut Jones fucking was one of my favorite skits that he fucking did, especially the homeless guy he played. I can't remember that character, but whenever he got like Britney Spears down in the sewer, you know, it was like reading poetry to her and then fucking, you know, kissed her. You know, I love those skits.
Oh yeah, no, it's I remember that. Yeah, I think I remember that he was saying to her.
Yeah, he would sing. Yeah, he would sing.
I love you.
Yeah, and then throw a doo-doo pie, you know. He throws some crazy shit out of nowhere.
Some crazy shit.
He was the closest thing you could possibly get to understanding.
Eat a doo-doo pie.
Yeah, he was all like a. I was curious for a while if he was a fan of Kool Keith because half of the shit he would rhyme almost sounded as crazy as Kool Keith.
Just be non sequiturs. Just stream of consciousness shit. Yeah.
If you want to call it that, I call it stream.
You call it crazy.
Stream of craziness.
Yeah, you call it insane. Yeah, man. You know, the way Saturday Night Live works is that I think that they have a couple of seasons before people are featured.
Yeah.
And then that's when they're like the second or third season is when they come up. So, but there was a time when they would just, one of the worst seasons of Saturday Night Live was back in like I think 83.
Shit, I think it's been like the last 6 years, but that's me.
But before Eddie Murphy got on, and you remember that season with Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo?
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy is like a Saturday Night Live legend now. Before he got on, they went through a real bad season. It was a season when Billy Crystal was on.
Oh yeah.
And Gilbert Gottfried was on.
That's right. Yeah.
Lorne Michaels left, and it was this producer who was running it called Jean Dumanian, and I think she's doing some Broadway stuff right now. Whatever. But at the time, they wouldn't let Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo get near the stage.
Mm-hmm.
She was trying to, I don't know if she had a crush on this guy, or she was fucking this dude or what, but there was a guy named Charles Rocket.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, that's the thing. They would feature this guy. They would take pictures of the cast holding Charles Rocket up. She was priming him to be like a superstar, and so the show went downhill that season.
No shit.
Lorne Michaels came in, and they fired her.
Mm-hmm.
Lorne Michaels came back, and that's when they let Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo. Eddie Murphy and Joe Piscopo were actually standing there watching people get fired, running out the room and crying, and they would just sit up there laughing hey,
wow. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. And so
I think I know the year you're talking about. I don't know if it's the year when the stage looked completely different. Like they actually had like this big elaborate stage in the background where it wasn't like you see obviously now like their signature stage where you see the beginning of the intro, the band playing in the background. They had like a big billboard in the background, like a city background. It looked fucking terrible. But I remember every time I saw Saturday Night Live with that background, I always turned the channel because I always knew it was like at least the year I just did not give a shit about.
I think it was 1 year, and I don't know if Billy Crystal was on that year or not. Gilbert Gottfried definitely was, and it was before Gilbert Gottfried was like, well that's Jerry Lewis, but I'm Gilbert Gottfried, and before he was doing all that crazy talk like this, he was like real sedate and shit, and actually, it's sad news. That guy Charles Rocket ended up killing himself.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, later on, like in the 90s.
Yeah, because he got fired.
Yeah, he's still thinking about Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
God damn it! Yeah,
he did it to himself.
His last movie was Father's Day. That really bad movie with Robin Williams and Billy Crystal.
Oh no shit!
He made like a real small cameo in that film. And after that, he was in Dances with Wolves. You can see him as a guy in Dances with Wolves. Yeah, he was. The guy just never recovered, I guess, and ended up killing himself. But yeah, anyway, he was no Tracy Morgan.
Oh no,
he was no doo-doo pie.
No, throw a doo-doo pie.
Throw a doo-doo pie. Anyway, man. All right, you want to get to the real show now?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
All right, people. We have a good show planned
That's
for you.
Right. We got an agenda.
We got movie news, got celebrities doing degrading things, and got some email. Stay tuned for all that coming up. But before we get into it, we got to do. Hey.
Oh, we still haven't done our signature "Are you ready?" bit.
No, we got to get people strapped in for the bullshit.
I almost forgot about
that. Get them put in on the bullshit train.
Yes, we got the bullshit train of 2010.
Oh yeah,
get ready.
The first launch of 2010 on the bullshit train.
Everyone, get out your assless chaps, put them on, strap them on good.
Strap yourself in, put your face guard on because you're gonna get hit in the face with a bullshit doodoo pie. And we got a good one here. So hey, you know what? I'm ready.
I'm fucking ready.
Well, if you ready,
everybody ready,
and I'm ready, they fools are ready. Shit, this.
Here we go again. Yeah.
Well, y'all thought your New Year's resolution, Goats, was to come in here on time.
Yeah.
Get your shit together.
My New Year's resolution was to hopefully.
Yes.
I had none.
He's like, I can't do nothing with this. I can't work with this.
Anyway, hey, look at Goatsy. Hey, how you doing? All right. Hey, you want autograph? Here you go.
All right, Goatsy, go ahead and rock it.
Plug your shit in.
Yeah, give us a rockin' New Year's tune to rock in the new show of the new year.
Get your medal on.
Yeah, I had nothing to say. The new show. The new year.
And the new.
No news.
Here comes the new.
Like good news. All right, go ahead and rock that shit.
He's ready. I'm ready. You're ready. You're ready. Well, let's do this.
Oh, yeah. That's a 2010 jam right there. I'm feeling that shit. You're practicing, boy.
Fucking shooting goddamn rockets out the head of his guitar.
Out of his ass, too. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Bottle rockets in his boots.
It's like a goddamn Chinese New Year in this place. Holy Jesus.
Oh, man, you know something?
I need to put on my fire-retarded coat.
Retarded coat. Just retarded. No fire about it.
No.
Hey, you know something? I had to, speaking of New Year's, I got to tell you something.
Tell me.
I went to a party, like a close to New Year's.
Mm-hmm. Close to New Year's?
Yeah. This was a New Year's party. You remember the story I told you about the house that I went to where they had the moonwalk and the cross-eyed lesbian? Mm-hmm. The cross-eyed butch lesbian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chick you made out with? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Took advantage of that.
I remember well.
She didn't know what I looked like.
Yeah.
She thought I was. She was cross-eyed. Thought I was a chick.
He made sweet love to her and everything. Fell in love. Almost got married.
Yeah.
And she said, "I'm sorry. I'm just not into you.
She's a little too bush for me." But one of I told you there was a kind of a cute lesbian there.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there was. Her brother didn't like me to say this, but girl's got a rack on her. And they even said it that night when we were hanging out.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know her brother.
It's the truth, right?
Yeah, exactly. I told her brother.
Unless they're not real.
No, I think they're real. I'm a guy, so apparently I won't find out.
I don't think a lesbian would go out of her way to,
to show me her lesbian fun bags.
Spend money on some fucking milk bags.
No, it wouldn't go out the way. You never know, though. You never know these days. Now, she text messaged me and said, I'm back in town. I'm going to do some drinking and stuff. You want to come back to my brother's house and hang out with us? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll go over there and hang out. So I went over there. Now,
you went and hung out with all the lesbians.
All the lesbians. Yeah, lesbians are fun to hang out with, man.
Yeah. I've hung out with my share.
Exactly. Yeah. You get a mixture of like the butch ones and the hot ones, and it's all fun, man.
You got to watch out because, before you know it, you'll end up in a gay bar. So.
Done and done. Happened before. But
you like that kind of music.
I
so you're
do.
fine.
I love it. Yeah, hey, we think I got those assless chaps for, man.
We'll be playing some of that later on today. Yeah. Uncle Corey turned you on to that shit.
Beat my assless cheeks up there. Yahoo!
Corey's stripping down to his tidy whities right now. It's not fun. I hate the new year.
Can't stop the music.
This is not what I signed up for.
Can't stop the music.
Now they at this party, there's somebody, I can't remember the guy's name, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you. But there was a guy that knows you.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Now
knows me.
Man, that party took a weird turn because it ended up not being a party. It ended up being just me, the brother, his sister, and the brother's ex-girlfriend there, and this guy that I'm telling you about.
The guy who apparently knows me. Okay.
Yeah. So we're there, and it got weird. Okay. So first of all, the guy is sitting on the couch with the lesbian girl.
Do tell, yes.
Yeah, and so they're just sitting there, and they know each other well, so they're having a good time, and then they start kind of ragging on each other. She's drunk, I mean, she's wasted, and so she starts they start kind of wrestling around, and then the brother's ex-girlfriend gets in on it, and they're just kind of, I think they all know each other, they're just playing around, joking around and whatnot. So the ex-girlfriend of the brother's like saying things like, because the guy's talking about something about women, like women. That's it. We got on the subject of how, the usual topic, how girls love assholes, whatever. So the girl is like wrestling with him, and she's like, "Look, what do you mean you can't get women? I have tits on your back right now, and you can't appreciate that. And they're tits on your back." And now this guy knows like neither one of these girls is going to have sex with him.
Because they're lesbian.
Well, no. One was a lesbian. The other girl, just not. And
just not?
Just not. And for one thing, it's the brother's ex-girlfriend, so he doesn't want to really go that way.
Yeah, it's weird.
But then the other thing is like he knows. It seems to be a common knowledge among everybody. Like she's just not gonna have sex with him. For some reason, you can just read it. You just know it. But she's playing around, and I don't think she knows what she's saying. So she's like, "I got tits on your back. I got this." And so he's like, he starts saying, "Man," and it's almost like he's acting exasperated, so they wrestle with him more. So he's like, "You girls, you girls are crazy. You girls are so insecure. You girls are really insecure." And there's a moment where he just gets up to where she's like, "Yeah, I'm telling you can't appreciate this, having tits on your back." And he's like,
"Okay,
you fucking girls, you're just doing your insecurities. You just can't handle it. You just don't fucking get it, do you? Don't fucking get it." He slams the door and walks out. And we're all standing in the living room looking, and we hear outside like, slam.
Yeah. He fucking hauls ass out of there.
And just leaves.
Okay.
I'm standing at the door, and everybody's looking at the door, and I'm where the door is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, was that real? Is he coming back?
No, it's all part of the big show.
Yeah, exactly.
Corey, welcome to a night at the theater.
Just for you.
Living room theater.
Starring,
Yes.
where'd he go? Starring lesbian chick.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Starring chick with tits on your back.
Does anyone get naked during this production?
Yeah, any nudity in this
Please.
presentation?
Yeah, someone about to do the same thing.
But that was the weirdest thing. That dude got up there and
He just fucking
something ticked him off, and he got the fuck out. And I tried to explain to him. I said, because I didn't.
Did you
say
talk
anything.
to him after? Or
no,
what?
the guy left. I was sitting in the living room.
Okay, now let me understand this real quick. The guy who left is he the guy who said he knew me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was gone. Everybody
I wish
sat
you'd
there
give me a name. I don't know.
I can't even remember right
Yeah,
now. I'll
okay.
see him again, I'm sure. But
Okay.
I'm sitting there like, I'm not really weirded out because I've seen weirder situations,
Yeah.
but I'm just like keeping my mouth quiet. I was like, hey, you guys know him.
Oh,
it's
really?
not my place to really say anything. So the brother goes around and starts saying like, did you realize what just happened? And he's asking the two girls, and he eventually, and they're giving him answers like he doesn't want. Like, I mean, he's joking around, but like, do you know what happened? The girl gets a silly answer. He asks his sister, do you know what happened? She gives like a drunk answer, and he turns to me, he's like, do you have any idea what happened? And I was just like, fuck, man, you gonna put me on the spot? Like,
The guy didn't want tits on his back. I don't know.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, look, man, we just got through having this conversation about how hard it is for certain guys to get women, and how girls only love assholes, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm not saying that you did this. I'm not saying that you were wrong, but I'm going on a limb here and say that he probably felt like you were cock teasing him.
Okay.
Because the girl's talking about look, if some girl was bragging to me talking about I got tits on your back, I'd be like, what
a fucking party.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
this is what a New Year's party should be
let's see what else you can put on me.
Tits on me.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm like saying, at this point, I'm like saying, I told him, I said, look, it's like it's the reason why I don't go to strip clubs.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody's promising me breast and I can't have them in a true sexual way. If
they don't give you sex, you're not down.
I'm not down with that. So don't come teasing me sexually with me. And if it's like, and I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna get mad. I'm like, if I was in that situation,
you're not gonna go running out of the strip club slamming doors, right?
Fuck you, you fucking strippers and your insecurities. You're just fucking
that guy is gay.
No, I wouldn't even.
I can tell you right now, this is I don't know who this guy is. If he says he knows me, maybe I don't know him too well, because I don't think I know a single guy who would have a problem with a chick's tits all over his back.
I understood, because I would be like, because me, I wouldn't have got mad. I just would have said, hey guys, you know what? I had enough. I'm going to stop.
Well, he's friends with him, right?
But he's friends with him, yeah. I don't know. I just say, hey, look, the guy, and they said he just went through a breakup. I said, look, the guy went through a breakup. He's not meeting women.
Right.
He doesn't want sex being flaunted in front of him that he can't have. Yeah. And that's probably what made him upset. And, he'll be all right tomorrow, and, whatever.
He should go get a hooker or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get that problem resolved. Yeah.
He'll go home and jerk
apparently
off.
the guy needs to get laid really bad.
Well, that's what they say. He'll go home and jerk. He'll do some angry jerking off. He'll almost rip his dick off. God damn it, fucking insecure guy. Oh,
that's the last. That's the last picture I need to see in my fucking head.
You like that fucking am I doing this right? Am I doing this right?
His detachable dick.
He's in
Jesus Christ.
Did you see him in the emergency room, sir? What happened? I was masturbating very angrily.
I ripped my dick off.
Yeah, I pulled a Hulk on my dick and ripped that shit off.
Because I like to jerk it. I was at a Jergens. That is crazy, man.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
I've seen some weird episodes like that, and with situations like that, there has to be a lot more going on in this guy's head than at least what he's claiming it to
that's
be.
why I said like he's having some frustration right now. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of frustration and a lot of problems and issues with women.
Yeah, and I feel bad because I came in, the first thing I said to him was, I said hello, and then I was like, and he was like, hey, and I joked around. I was like, you're curmudgeonly, aren't you?
Oh, God. And I tell him, you need to shut the fuck up and get out of my face. I don't need to be hanging out with you tonight.
No, that's what I told him.
Oh, that's what you told him.
That's what I told, because we were just joking around, but he kind of he was kind of doing that, like I'm I'm so serious and I'm kind of cranky.
And
I was just kind of like, but he wasn't being mean. He just, he's just kind of joking around with that kind of attitude.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, you're kind of a curmudgeon, aren't you? And everybody was like, yeah, he's a cranky guy. And I didn't know how fucking cranky he was when he pulled that shit.
No shit. Yeah.
Good God.
Guys like that, I leave alone. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but it's kind of a dick move on his part because, number one, if they are his friends, I mean, why is he expecting to get laid from people who are his friends? I
don't think he was expecting to get laid up. But don't let me put that.
Okay.
Let me put that. I just think like he just didn't like, being put in that position where.
But I don't think they were really putting him in any position. They were just having a good time playing around.
I'm sure they just, but really,
but I don't know the story. Yeah. If these girls
you were there, I kind of see both sides because I was looking at him and I was like, this guy's getting frustrated with this.
Yeah.
And
unless he's had a history with this girl who was putting tits
I think
on
that
him.
he was trying to give them a clue that he wanted to stop, and they just kind of kept going, and they were kind of drunk too.
Oh no shit.
I understood like this guy. He's kind of. I heard the story about the breakup and things. Like he probably doesn't want to hear like I got tits on your back. They should probably stop because I was looking at his face. I was like.
Unless his ex is there or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I was the one who was not drunk.
Right.
Believe it or not, for a change. So I was able to see kind of clearly what was happening.
And that's no fun. Yeah, you start playing Oprah.
I hadn't got caught up yet. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So otherwise, I probably would have been on him too.
Yeah.
I got my tits on your back.
Oh wow.
I got my balls on your head. I'm teabagging.
Yeah, so you should have done. You should have put your balls on his head.
Bilbo Baggins.
You got balls on your head and tits on your back. Man, you are sick.
You a lucky guy.
What is wrong with you? What kind of party is this?
Yeah, you talking about slam the door. If I would have got on there, he would have jumped out the window.
Oh my God. Well, no, hey, that sounded fun. Yeah. I mean,
it was
the climax. Yeah, the climax of my night was putting on an old Sepultura. Anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about? We put on an old Sepultura live DVD of them playing in Barcelona, and
Sepultura is the death metal
my
band.
favorite metal band of all times, at least when Max and the whole gang was still together. But we fucking just cranked that shit up. I had some extra Christmas lights, so I just plugged in Christmas lights, threw them outside,
set the place on fire,
and I had a bottle of champagne. We fucking shook that shit up, popped it, and then we just started screaming obscenities outside.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was crazy. Because we're like fucking happy fucking new fucking year 2000 fucking 10.
Have fucking fucking ear.
To the apocalypse. Yeah.
Woo!
And there was like
apocalypse.
And the sad thing was like there was nobody hanging out in my apartment complex.
It's neighbors looking at you, shaking their head. Yeah.
You're just screaming, woo, woo,
You hear some guy,
woo.
shut up.
Yeah. Hey, let's get drunk.
Shut the fuck up.
Somebody get naked. Somebody besides him. Hopefully a girl who'll come over and want to play.
Where's that voice coming from?
No, I don't know.
Hopefully a
That's
girl.
how I sound when I'm
who
drunk.
want to play. Is that your alter ego when you get drunk?
That's my champagne drunken
happy
voice.
fucking New Year.
How about a good time, girls? It's so non-threatening, you almost feel safe to come over and hang out and take off your clothes. And
That's not threatening.
who wants a champagne bath? Huh? We got Christmas lights too. Oh, how festive!
I swear, any girl hear you saying that to them is running the other way and getting the police.
Are you running to tell all your friends about the party?
Are you telling the authorities? Invite them too.
Oh, the cops are coming too. It's not to arrest us, but to party with us. Yes.
Get your police. They can't save you from the party now.
It's a rockin' metal New Year's.
Dick Clark will be here.
Dick Clark he's going to be doing the countdown in his crazy voice.
And he'll count all wrong.
He'll be counting down all fucked up. The only way to hear a countdown.
He'll be counting down from 100. It's an all-night thing. Hey man, you want to get into some movie news here? Man, you telling me about some interesting things.
Yeah. They announced that they're going to begin shooting the Thing prequel in March.
That's good. I heard that was stalled for a little while.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous about that at first because they said that they were going to make a sequel to The Thing. Now, the Thing from 1982, John Carpenter's The Thing, which was a remake of I think the original thing came out in 1950.
Your guess is as good as mine. Yeah, 1950 something. Back in the days of black and white. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you ever watched the show Gunsmoke, the sheriff Matt Dillon, he was the monster in that 50s.
Yeah, and he was like the Frankenstein looking thing, you know.
Yeah, he was like freakishly tall.
Yeah.
And so they like gave him like a Frankenstein head and called him a creature. Even though the short story, which was written like back in like the 40s, I think, or something, was actually had more in common with the John Carpenter remake. They talked about all kind of weird things like
I'd actually love to read
cows melting and stuff like that.
No shit.
Yeah, you should read it. Man. It's pretty freaky.
Okay,
I haven't read it in years, but it's really freaky, man. It's a good story. Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea it was actually from a book.
Yeah, let me look up and see when this the original thing came out, the movie.
But they're actually starting to they're starting production on it, and I think it's still it's
1951 by the way.
Okay, 1951. It's a story from the guy who wrote Battlestar Galactica, the TV series. I think the guy's name is Rodney Moore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which, you know, that guy, I was pretty impressed with Battlestar Galactica. I actually love that show. So if he's doing it, I'm not too frightened by what they could end up doing with the prequel. That's actually going to be talking about the story involving the Norwegians who found the thing, who actually unearthed it. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what they do with it and what direction they want to take with it as far as just the creature itself. You know, if they're going to try to just stay faithful to John Carpenter's idea of how that thing mutates and, you know, gets from person to person.
Yeah, if you remember John Carpenter's the thing, it was an alien being, and nobody knew the real form of it or what it was like.
Not at all.
It took over. I think it
would take over. It would take over your body, and it would start to imitate your cells, your cell structure.
Yeah,
and it would take human form.
It pretty much take you over.
Form.
It's like
it would take the form of a dog or a person. Yeah, and you
so,
just had no idea.
Yeah, and so what you would have here is like the thing would like look like the host that took over at first and have the same traits and abilities and whatever, but if in danger or if it had to like attack another host or victim, it would do all this freaky shit. Like there's a scene in the movie where the thing takes over a dog first, and then in the kennel he's taking over other dogs, and you see tentacles coming out of his stomach, and
you see it basically it reacts. Yeah, any kind of threat, it'll just mutate and react in any way possible to either survive, basically. Because half the times that it was discovered, it's either somebody like about to do something like my favorite scene is a chest bursting scene where the rib cage opens up to this one guy they think is dead, and they're trying to do CPR on him, and they get out
the chest, bites the hands off
the fucking guy's pushing down on the chest, and the rib cage, the whole chest opens up, and it looks like these teeth.
Looks like a bear trap.
Yeah, and these teeth just chomp down on his hands, and then the body just starts mutating just to escape.
Oh, they have
crazy.
They have a lot of classic scenes in there, like the mutated head scene,
the spider head,
the spider head with the two eyes that come out of it. One guy's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!"
Oh yeah.
They have the scene where it's even a blood sample. Reacts.
Right.
And the biggest classic scene in there is that they got a lot of people tied up. There's like about 3-4 people tied up, and they're trying to figure out which one of them is the thing, because nobody knows.
That scene was fucked up. And the guys are all tied up together on like a couch.
And so when they know like whichever one of these guys is a thing, and he starts reacting in a violent way, the rest of these guys aren't gonna be able to get away.
Oh no, because they're tied up with the fucking thing. And there's a great scene where you see the thing mutating, and the guy, the host, the head starts to mutate and starts to get all misshapen, and there's a guy right next to him screaming for his fucking life to get the fuck away from the guy. He's tied up right next to it, and he's completely helpless.
Man, the thing is, like, at the time, I don't even think it did well when it came out. I don't know.
The shocking thing, you're right. It didn't do that well at all. But I don't, it's stories like that. It's kind of typical for movies like that, that end up getting like such a cult notoriety. You find out that, yeah, they didn't do too well when they came out, but man, the thing, John Carpenter's The Thing actually grew some fucking legs, and yeah, it managed to, find itself nicely put in the bosom of cult film history.
It's one of the greatest science fiction movies made, man. Mm-hmm. It really, seriously is.
The special effects are, to this day, I think, just incredible.
They still hold up. When that's the example that people use when they say use more practical effects, because they just look more. They look real. They look more natural. They say, look at The Thing, 1982. Look at how those effects were done. Now, granted, there's a big stop motion monster at the end of the movie, and it looks totally fake. But through most of the
rest
movie,
of it,
it's like brilliant. Especially that scene in the kennel with the tentacles coming off the dog. Like that looks fucking real.
It's crazy, yeah. Especially when you see the dogs mutating. It does look real, and it makes that scene even more disturbing, because you hear the dogs crying, and it's if you're a dog lover, forget about it, but
all those other dogs are trapped, they're like
it's such an intense scene, because you honestly feel for the rest of those dogs trying to fucking escape out of that kennel, because they know exactly what's going on.
But I and people correct me if I'm wrong, but I really do think that the movie, I think it not only I either didn't do as well as they wanted to, or I did bad. And there's even been a rumor that, it's not even a rumor, I think it's been said that not George Lucas, but John Carpenter has said E.T. might have hurt the business.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right.
It was another alien movie that was rated PG.
No, you're absolutely right.
And people flocked to that.
Because people were so used to the time to aliens being hostile, and then I think E.T. introduced the world to a loving alien that everyone wanted to own a fucking plush toy of that year, and it did hurt The Thing,
and nobody wanted to see a benevolent creature from space.
I was gonna look it up here, but I think you're right on the money with that. E.T. Took the steam out of it, definitely. When
I can't remember. I don't know if I read that or if that was.
I've read it too. No,
you have? Okay,
I have read that too.
So but the thing, man. Now here's what we've set up the story, because in the story, what happens is you see a spaceship come down, so you don't know what this creature is. But
not at all.
It was at another base. It was at a base full of Norwegians.
Yeah.
And then it came to this other base where we have Kurt Russell and what's his name, Keith David and all those guys. Yeah. And the reason why the creature entered is because there was a dog that escaped from the Norwegian base.
Yeah, that's the first thing you see. You see a helicopter chasing a dog down.
Yeah.
A snow dog, and and they end up at the American base, and all they see is this dog run up, and they just hear these shots, and they think that whoever's shooting at them is crazy, because they don't understand why they think somebody's hunting a dog down.
Yeah.
And then eventually they end up killing the guy. But then, they try to discover what exactly, why were these guys chasing down this dog, and where did these guys come from? And they find out that there's a base, and
that's the whole, that's why I think a prequel is perfect, because what happened at that Norwegian base?
Oh yeah. And the cool thing, if you watch the original Thing, when they're walking in, it's McReady and the scientists. They go in to check it out, and you see all the remains of the bodies, where these mutilated bodies that look almost melted, and it's like a big mystery, and you're just like, wow, what the fuck happened here? And then you discover whatever they dug up, you discover this huge shell of ice. It's like just a block of ice. And so that something was obviously cut out from, and they have no clue what exactly they find, because they find a tape where it shows them unearthing this something in the snow, and they find out it was a ship.
Yeah, no, it's a ship. So it's like, what kind of, and this is what I love about the movie. Like, you don't know if this thing is intelligent or not. So if it came over on this ship. Like, what kind of being that mutates like this? What was it what was its original form that it was flying a spaceship? Or is it something that killed the crew of that spaceship and got loose and is now affecting people on Earth? Who knows? It's a mystery, and I love that.
It could, and That's why I love science fiction back in those days, because they didn't explain everything. It's just like Alien, you can say the same story as Alien, They find a derelict ship, they find something strange in it. They decide, well, let's go look where we shouldn't, and they bring back they wish they never did, and all hell breaks loose. And I love that,
And that's some of that's what's missing from a lot of horror movies and science fiction. You don't have to explain every fucking thing out there.
Yeah. And we've said it here a billion times. It takes away the mystery. And, it's one of those things where, a movie like Alien or The Thing, it leaves you questioning, like, wow, what exactly was that? It allows you to think, and you almost want to go back and rewatch those movies, hoping to find more clues, while you're watching the movie again, about that story.
It'd be nice if they had a movie where you didn't even know. Mm-hmm. But when it finally came out on Blu-ray or DVD, it's soon like revealed that if you go back and track the movie and hit these certain spots, mm-hmm. you get every clue that's there to explain what you need to know. But you have to do the work yourself.
Right. And that's what I loved about the thing is that certain movies, I think, when they do a really good job of keeping the mystery there, and then they become franchises. That's when they try to do their best to spoil what made it so interesting, and when they do a bad job of it, you just don't give a shit anymore. I don't know if you guys talked about it on a couple of cold ones. Maybe it was another show I was listening to, but James Cameron's director's cut of Aliens, where there's a scene cut out where Newt's family finds the derelict ship on the planet, but when you're watching the theatrical version, they don't exactly show how the events transpired to.
I was talking to you about that.
I
was talking about how like CBS would show all this stuff like that was missing, and like they showed the actual colony where you didn't get to see it in the theatrical release.
Yeah, you see the colony. Yeah, I always thought that even with the director's cut, I loved how James Cameron, even with that, hinted at what happened without showing you. He just shows you Newt's family finding the ship. And then there's a shot where you don't even see the family go on the ship. It's just a shot of the father, Newt's dad, with a face hugger on him. Yeah. And then it cuts off, and that's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't go into, okay, this is what happened. At the colony. They keep all that a mystery, because you can go back. So anybody who wanted to resurrect the whole Alien franchise could easily make a movie about what happened at the colony. When the aliens were attacking, it could be called Aliens Last Stand, it could be a prequel to Aliens. They could do a movie about that, which I'm sure, hopefully, I hate saying hopefully, but maybe one day they'll make a movie about the mystery behind the space jockey, in Alien, which I know Ridley Scott has been clamoring to do for a while.
I wish,
but 20th Century Fox keeps on fucking him and James Cameron.
Before Ridley Scott dies, let's get these two guys together. James Cameron needs to go back and revisit Alien
because he wants to. I know he wants. He wrote. He had a whole. I don't know if he had anything written, but he had an idea he wanted to present to 20th Century Fox about a new Aliens film, and the only thing is. He was going to do it, but his only thing was he told the studios, like, I know you guys are getting ready to do Aliens vs. Predator. Don't do Aliens vs. Predator, and I'm in. If you do Aliens vs. Predator, I don't want to be a part of this.
Yeah, and of course I wish they would just come in and, from the words of Ridley Scott and James Cameron themselves, they would say, forget everything that happened after Aliens.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I would kill for that.
This is something new. Yeah. Okay. It's either it's a direct sequel or it's a prequel or something. But just say, hey, look, you're talking to the official people here.
Yeah.
That shit didn't happen.
Yeah. You know what? And as ridiculous as it sounds, a lot of fanboys over the years, they were saying this after when the third one came out. Let's just pretend the third and the fourth movie were just all a big nightmare. It's just a big dream, just having the script go, we just woke up out of hypersleep. Wow, that was
they were
crazy.
dreams and cryogenic sleep.
Yeah, exactly. And then they were just like, okay, wow, that was fucked up.
And you don't even have to explain it in the
and
movie.
then that's it.
That's just
move on.
Yeah,
move along.
It's unofficially explained as a part of their history. Like, okay, yeah, they were all fever dreams.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah, fuck all that. You know, yeah. Hey, I know we had this talk before, and you and I disagreed greatly with it, but I love Aliens so much. And to an extent, I mean, I don't think Predator is as good, but Predator is a great. No,
I love Predator.
Yeah, Predator is a great movie monster, man. That's a great character, and I just really hate the disrespect that Aliens versus Predator and the sequel of that did.
It has,
movies, man.
It's one of those things where if there are any fans out there left as far as the Godzilla fans, when they're like, oh yeah, Godzilla, the original film, I fucking love that movie to death, but over the years, he became very much a movie monster, and they had him fighting like other movie monsters, not as high profile as Godzilla, obviously, but it became like a joke. And with these movies, it's like, well, you know what? I'd rather them, me selfishly, I tell myself, I'd rather them see the aliens and predators still on the screen than not see them. Because for the longest time, before they even did the Alien Predator movies, I was always watching the Aliens films to death, to where I'm like, I just want to see them back on the big screen. I don't even care at this point, because whatever they do, it's never going to build up to my expectation of what I expect out of that film, because now it is becoming a franchise, and, in the studio, obviously they know it sells and they're going to make money, but I'm just like, at least, if you're going to make Aliens vs. Predator, like when I heard about Aliens vs. Predator, I was really fucking excited, only because I was a huge fan of the original Dark Horse comic that came out, the series involving the Aliens vs. Predator, where it was set on a different planet. It was a colony, just like an Aliens, just a colony on a planet, just mining or doing whatever. And the Predators just so happened to
release
hunt.
aliens.
Well, the thing is, like, they use the aliens to hunt. I mean, they basically use them just to hunt for sport. And there was a ship came down, dropped off eggs on a planet to take over the inhabitants, and and it just so happened people were around, and they ended up getting fucked. And the Predators came down, just like the original movie, where they were predators in training, and they realized that there's this human colony, and they were like, well, fuck. But it was a great concept. It was simple, but at the same time, it's still remained faithful to the franchise without fucking them up.
Well, see, my problem with and this is why I really hate that last Alien vs. Predator Requiem more than I hate and I didn't even hate the other movie.
Yeah,
I know you. At that one, I was like, then give up. But the thing that people have said now is like, man, take it back. What I like about Aliens vs. Predators Requiem is that it takes it back to what it's real all about, man. It's gory, it's violent. I'm like, that was bullshit. No. If you look at the first Alien movie, there's hardly any blood in there besides the obvious. The chest bursting scene, they showed blood because they had to. All the other attacks, pretty much bloodless. They didn't show you anything.
And they barely showed you the alien. I mean, which was good, because when you rewatch it again, you'll notice that the alien is like this 6 foot tall, like hulking alien. It's just crazy and it's moving all slow. I mean, with the Aliens Requiem, I mean, I was like, all right, it looks cool, and because I was sold on the idea that it was going to be a predator hunting down aliens, and that was it. As far as I knew there was going to be some kind of, there's going to be a bunch of people running around and they're going to get involved in the story. I didn't realize it was going to be as goofy as it was. I mean, especially with the whole teenagers,
It was a slasher film.
It was like, it was a slasher film, to the worst extent, because those characters you just did not care about, and not at all, and they were badly written. It was like everything seemed fine to me, with the exception of whenever there were the people were popping around. You heard the worst dialogue, but everything involving the aliens and predators, I was like, okay, I'm cool with this. It's like watching two movies, and it's like somebody keeps changing. It's like watching TV, and somebody keeps fucking changing the channel to fucking another horrible Friday the 13th film, and I was just like, stop doing that. I'm watching Aliens vs. Predator right now, and they kept switching it back and forth. And that's how I felt watching it. So the parts that I did enjoy, I enjoyed thoroughly. even though I look back now and there could have been some better lighting with that movie, and I would have killed just to had just the Predator just hunt fucking aliens on Earth, and if the aliens happen to run into some people, kill them, get them away with. Don't try to give me any backstory with their stupid characters, because half of those characters, the mother and the daughter, I was like, why are they riffing on the whole new Ripley relationship?
Thing.
Stop that.
Well, that's what that movie was. It was a total, like, these two guys said, you know what, we're going to do this right. We're going to pay respect to the original movies. And I looked at it, I was like, no, you ripped off everything from those movies. You even had, you went as far as to have a new character, a Ripley character, a vehicle like what the Marines drove in Aliens.
Right.
And I think they even had like a Hicks type character in there.
They had a scene that was ripping off of Aliens with all the soldiers running around getting attacked by aliens. Where you can almost hear like the original score from Aliens in the background. And that's one of the things that was the final nail in the coffin for me, as far as directors coming out and announcing, okay, this is a franchise that we're in love with. We know that there's a huge fan base that loves this. We're going to completely ignore the last movie because everyone hated it. We're going to make this a film that every Aliens and Predator fan have been dying to see. Whenever I hear somebody get so enthusiastic in an interview, I already know from the get-go this is going to be awful.
You can't trust it anymore.
This is going to be giving a camera to one of these motherfuckers who writes these blogs about why all the Aliens vs Predator movie sucks, and if it was in their hands, they would right all the wrongs. That's a film that I would end up getting what those two guys gave me. You're right. Whenever I hear now when people say, "Oh, we're going to get this right and give the fans what they want," it's like, no, you're going to give yourself what you want. Exactly. Yeah. Which you're going to rip off. You're going to try to recreate your favorite scene.
Yeah.
Only because you have a camera now and you can do it. Yeah.
You might as well have had like action figures and videotaped yourself playing with those.
I was just about to say, it's like now I have the real original action figures to play with, and I'm going to fucking do this, and everyone's gonna fucking love it, and I'm just like, no, just.
Well, hey man, talk about some other sequels that have gone astray. It's no secret at all. It's been a running thing on this site about Spider-Man 3. Everybody knows how we feel about it.
Right.
Now, I don't mean to keep bringing the movie up because everybody knows. Look, Cyrus and Leon love it. And everybody else around us hates it. Right. And when the movie came out, they even gave it like a matinee saying, "Hey, look, it's a big budget special effects movie, but they have given up on Spider-Man with this." It's like after Spider-Man 2, which I thought was great.
I loved it.
Yeah,
it was it was the Empire Strikes Back of that series as far as I'm concerned.
But Leon and Cyrus don't want to listen whenever we've said, because we've all given them the argument that Sam Raimi did not want to do that movie. He wanted to bring in the Vulture.
Yeah,
and he wanted to, and he's in the Sandman too. There was a time when I was saying, like, I think he only wanted the Vulture, but he wanted to bring in the Vulture and the Sandman.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't want to have Venom in this movie. Now, Avi Arad, who was the producer, who produces all those Marvel movies, he was like, look, kids like Venom. I want Venom in the movie.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
And so they don't listen. They're like,
Did you have a talk with them?
When we were first talking about this, I was like, guys, even Sam Raimi didn't want to make this movie. This is, I mean, he admits, there's been reports now coming out, like, I've learned my lesson on Spider-Man 3.
And I've said it numerous times where, just Sam Raimi just did not care for, you can type up any article with Sam Raimi talking about Spider-Man. I guarantee you'll find something where he just talks about how he just did not understand the Venom character, doesn't understand why he's a villain for Spider-Man. And he just did not get the character, and he just didn't know why it was so important. There was nothing interesting about that character that made him want to put him ever in a film.
Now, I thought they could have made and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, people. It goes into relationship. Well, it relates to Spider-Man 4, and
I'm curious because I've been hearing Spider-Man 4 rumors it seems like 2 years ago. And it seems like there's still no real movement on the project.
And I think he wanted Ben Kingsley to play the Vulture,
which would have been perfect casting.
Yes, it would have. And so now I've mentioned this with Carlisle before. Him and I've talked about this, and we were like, if they really wanted to do Venom, just have Eddie Brock, who's the Venom character in the movie. He was played by Topher Grace in the film.
Please don't get him.
Yeah, why they
he
chose
was terrible.
him?
He was fucking terrible.
Why him as a pissed off photographer who's like hating life? I don't know. I just didn't get that from him.
He was a kid from the '70s show playing fucking Venom. That's all he was. I'm sorry.
So we said just introduce the character before Venom, the character Eddie Brock. Have him being angry at Spider-Man throughout the film. He's getting angrier and more violent, and then at the end of the movie, he gets taken over by the suit. Boom! You got Spider-Man 4. Then you have time to develop that character a little bit better.
You got your Batman Begins ending right there.
There you go.
To get people pumped up and excited. Yeah,
so that was a major misstep that they took. But okay, so what's done is done. Sam Raimi wants to move on and do something else. He finally wants to bring the Vulture into the movie.
Right.
He wants to make the movie that he probably wanted to make for Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
And they still fucking with him about it. They're like,
really?
They're like, okay, now here's why I brought it up.
What is the story? Like, why would they fuck with him about a actual villain that
the reason why
in Spider-Man?
The reason why. Okay, here I'll read the article. It's from Reuters, and they say they're having trouble with the script. Because they can't decide on a villain.
No shit.
He wants to, exactly. Which sound like the first fucking, the third movie I made. So he wants another villain in there. He wants the Vulture. They want other villains. So here's the story. The latest Spider-Man sequel is proving villainously difficult to plot out. Sony and director Sam Raimi are at loggerheads over which direction to go with the villains for the latest installment. An impasse that has prompted the studio to delay its scheduled spring production start and potentially to bump the picture from May 11th, 2011 release slot.
Okay.
Raimi wants to have a criminal known as the Vulture. So there you go. He wants to have this villain in there as the primary antagonist in the film, while the studio, which dislikes the idea of the winged wrongdoer, is pushing for a romantic subplot involving a burglar named the Black Cat in addition to another villain. A succession of writers has tried to marry the two parties' differing visions to no effect. Okay, now let me just jump here. They mentioned some of the people that they have who they got some. They say they have like a Pulitzer Prize winner who's been coming in. They're like, they're bringing in the big guns, which that sounds good, but you gotta wonder, do these people really understand the franchise of the character?
Well, they did the same thing with the last film. They brought in Bryce Howard, for crying out loud, and she was, at the time, I thought she was actually turning heads, and she's making a name.
Are you talking
for
about the actress who played,
at the time, I thought she was
Gwen
like
Stacy.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy. I thought at the time she was like the hot shit in Hollywood, and when it was announced that she was in it, I know there was a big hoopla about it because people were I think people were excited, but with me, I was like, well, why are they throwing in Gwen Stacy right now? And it's like,
here they're
a little too late.
Yeah. And they did nothing with that.
Yeah, they did absolutely nothing with that.
She got saved from a building.
They had like one big special effects scene and another retarded scene involving Peter dancing, and that's
Peter Parker going
that was the extent of her character.
Saturday Night Live jive walk.
Yeah, her last scene was her leaving the fucking gay bar. That was it.
Okay, now they brought in they're bringing out like anybody. They're bringing out the Pulitzer Prize winning people. Like they got a playwright.
Does Arnold want to be in it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Does he want to be Mr. Freeze?
He'll be Mr. Freeze in this movie. Whole different
Everybody chill. I'll fix the script.
The chilling sound of your doom.
Greatest roller coaster ride of 2011.
Bringing in Venom with the chilling sound of your doom.
He's not in the Marvel universe.
No,
What the hell are you talking about? He's a villain. A super villain.
He's fun.
Remember his name, for he'll be the harbinger of your doom.
He's the ultimate cool. But they got a playwright named David Lindsay Bear, Pulitzer Prize winner. He wrote Rabbit Hole. He was hired in 2008 to come in and write the screenplay. They got another version from the guy who wrote Zodiac to come in, a guy named James Vanderbilt.
What?
They brought in an Oscar nominee, Gary Ross, who wrote Seabiscuit.
They're bringing in all of Hollywood, and they still can't manage to fucking iron out a script. Are you kidding me?
They're bringing in Cormac McCarthy in the right version of it.
Holy shit!
The guy who wrote The Road come in.
Fucking, they're bringing in Stan Lee.
No Country for Old Spider-Man.
Yeah, that old fuck Stan Lee can still pump out his script, can he? He used to write.
But they say, okay, now here's where...
Hello, true believers.
Hey, we can't write a fucking script to save our lives. Excelsior!
Yeah.
Now, here's where I think we're justified in what we're saying. For all the people who thought that we were just making up shit and going by rumor, this is what we're saying. Raimi, a fan of the wall-crawling superhero since the character's 1960s debut, wanted to use classic villain Vulture in addition to Sandman, another classic creation for the movie. The studio pushed him to use Venom, a character that was introduced in the late 1980s, because it was thought that the character, with this slick alien symbiote origin, would kind itself to more effective marketing material and a way to attract, quote unquote, the kids.
Yeah.
So,
and guess what? They fucked
it up. Now, the movie went on to, I think it had, one of the biggest openings ever. It's number 12, I think, has one of the highest openings, or number 12 on highest grossing movies or something like that. So they made money, but
I'm sure
plenty of shit in movies make money.
Exactly. And I'm sure the drop-off was huge. I mean, unless I'm wrong, but I don't ever pay attention to that stuff. But I mean, I don't know a single soul that gave two shits about that film. Well, besides the two guys that we hang out. But besides the obvious, besides the crazy people.
There you go, people. Here. For those who defend that movie, even Sam Raimi didn't want to make that fucking film. He's saying, I learned some lessons from this.
Yeah, and apparently the fucking studio still hasn't learned their fucking lesson. So you know what? Hey, man, I applaud Sam Raimi for at least fighting them on that. You know, and he should. And you know what? It should have been a simple argument as, him walking in the studio and going, hey, look, last time you guys tried to pull some shit, nobody gives a fuck about Spider-Man 3, okay? Nobody cares. Stop fucking listening to reviews on Spill for once from those two guys. And look,
stop listening to Leon and Cyrus.
Yeah, we made a fucking bad film, and read a few blogs about it, for crying out loud, and how people really fucking hate that film. You guys fucked up. So you know what? Let me do things my way for once.
Please.
Yeah, I was the guy responsible for the first and second film, in case you forgot. But
you motherfuckers pushing me around.
No shit, dude. I'm like,
I know what I'm doing, goddammit.
But that's, that's a fucking studio for you. That's people with fucking money. It's
thinking, look, I don't mind marketing. I mean, it's a business. I understand it for that, but it should be a business where you treat certain things with respect. At least meet somebody halfway. I mean,
business was good for the first and second one. And I'm sure they can look at the numbers and go, you know what, business was fucking awful for the third one. Nobody bought a fucking Spawn figure for crying out loud.
Think about it. I mean, what...
Yeah. Spawn, I'm sorry. Venom.
Fucking action figure. I mean, think about it, man. Think about how business would have been salivating for the next Spider-Man movie if they had introduced Venom at the end.
They'd be talking about it at last year's Comic-Con, at this year's Comic-Con. Hey, when's the new fucking Spider-Man coming out? We're clamoring for it. We're clamoring for any kind of fucking news. They don't have a Dark Knight on their hands.
No, you talk about marketing. I mean, look, I'm all from business and marketing, but do it fucking smart. That was not smart. You have 3 years of people wearing fucking Venom shirts, waiting for that shit to come out. People dressing up like Venom for Halloween after Halloween until the movie comes out. Watchmen, you know what I mean? People dressing up like Rorschach, just anticipating the release of the film.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I mean, shit, man.
And you know what people did with all those fucking Venom shirts and all that Venom bullshit? They burned it. That's what they did. Because they were fucking embarrassed by that character at the end of that movie. What they presented as that character would just fucking burn the seat of their ass, and they're like, okay, Jesus I'm Christ. Not going to ever wear this fucking shirt or talk about this
character. And that character in the
again.
movie looked like shit, man.
Oh, he looked like fucking ass dog shit. Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was fucking done. The special effects, especially with Venom, looked like it was done in a day. I mean, honestly, the last part of that film, where Venom and Sandman meet, I mean, I was like, wow, this is like fucking, did they let a fan write this part of the script right here? Because that's, hey, you want to team up and fucking get rid of Spider-Man?
Hey, Peter, I'm kind of busy here.
Sure. I get it. Let's do it.
Yeah, weren't you really bad a couple of scenes ago?
No shit.
I mean, you were so exactly right, man. You were right on the money when you say, hey, at the end of Batman Begins, they introduced that Joker card.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And people were ready right then and there to see the fucking sequel next week.
I was fucking pumped. I watched that scene over and over again. That's probably like one of my favorite scenes in fucking Batman Begins, because I'm like, it's fucking on right now. Oh shit. And and it's, of course, it's a classic scene. It's like all at the end of that film, it introduces you all of a sudden to that world that you just are familiar with in the comic. Fucking Batman and Commissioner Gordon on the rooftop, fucking talking right next to the bat signal, fucking just going, hey, look, there's this guy fucking dressing up like a clown, just fucking up shit for us. And Batman, I'll look into it. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Don't stop now, movie. Keep going. I can sit here for another 4 hours, all right?
I think they got skeletons in theaters where people were still waiting for that movie. They didn't get up.
It was me and my buddy. He didn't make it. He's not a robot.
Now, imagine at the end of Spider-Man 3, where you didn't even see what Venom really looked like. Eddie Brock gets taken over. Now, if people don't know the Venom character, he was taken over by an alien who just...
Okay, okay, this is... Okay. Because I thought at the end of Spider-Man 2, okay, the guy who, the astronaut who was dating Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Okay, did that guy ever become Venom?
Did he become, what you call it? Not Venom, but Carnage?
Maybe it was Carnage, yeah. Because I thought
it was always Eddie Brock who was Venom.
Oh, okay,
now they had two versions.
I know nothing about Venom, by the way.
Okay, so they have two versions of how Venom came about. People, this is gonna turn into Leog for a little bit. For those who don't know, Venom is a character in the Spider-Man universe who attached himself to Spider-Man. And Spider-Man had this cool black suit for a little while. And everybody thought it was like some marketing thing where they got rid of the old suit. They were trying something new, something sexier. And so, of course, they brought the suit back, and the way the red and blue suit, and the way they explained it is that this new suit that Peter Parker has, it's not just a suit, it's alive. It's a creature from outer space who was forming itself around Peter's body and began to take over his psyche and making him bad. Yeah, it was a symbiotic creature. Now, they had two origins of how that creature came to Earth. If you want to get real nerdy, they have Marvel Secret Wars, where Spider-Man was on another planet, another dimension or something. And his suit got torn up. He needed another suit, and there was this machine which gave him this little black ball that fitted him with a new outfit. And he came back to Earth with it. Turns out it was like a living thing.
Cool!
Wow! Cool beans!
Wow, we were.
But then they had a cartoon, animated Spider-Man, where that Jonah Jameson's son, when he was an astronaut, went up into space, brought back the creature with him.
See, and that's what I thought they were doing with
when they introduced him,
because there's a scene where you see him running towards Mary Jane, and he does like this crazy leap, and it almost seemed like, and I remember sitting in the theater, and when I can't remember his son's name.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
I'll call him
James
Jr. Yeah, when you see James Jr., see Mary Jane in trouble, he runs up to rescue her or to get her. You see him do this crazy leap, and I remember everyone in the theater was like going, "Oh wow!" And everyone's like, "Yeah," and that's what everyone was talking about. I was like, "Oh," because he just came back from a space mission. If you watch the film, they talk about him coming back from a space mission, and a lot of people, I'm sure, were thinking, okay, this guy is going to be Venom. And because, I mean, when he did that crazy ass leap, you look at it, you're like, okay, this guy's like superhuman all of a sudden.
Yeah,
It seemed like they were teasing the audience with a feather.
July 4th, a little bit of Spider-Man 2.
Watch it again. Watch the end.
Well, I always picture the ending where, okay, if they want to introduce Venom at the end of Spider-Man 3, Eddie Brock gets taken over at the very end, and you don't even see now that the creature Venom has like a long tongue, and he slobbers, and he's got all these little tendrils coming out of his suit.
A real pervert.
Yeah, exactly. Some women would like that. That'd be their favorite sex toy. Venom sex toy. I mean, I wonder how many women got that Venom action figure.
That's something for marketing. Yeah.
But there you go. Now, see, that's marketing for you. But I wanted, like, if you just saw just a silhouette of what Eddie Brock has turned into, and then you hear all this like wet slobbering noise, and you see like something long coming out of that silhouette, and you hear like a growl, and then the movie ends.
Oh, see, that would be badass.
Yeah,
Sam Raimi could have easily done it, because I tell you what, the other ending I liked, Spider-Man 2, was a scene where Henry Osborn discovers his dad's room with the Green Goblin with a suit, because he feels completely betrayed by his friends, and he's losing his shit, and then he sees his dad in the mirror, and then he goes, he breaks the mirror, and then he slowly starts to walk into that secret room, and I got so excited just seeing him discover that room, just the music and the way they presented it, and just seeing him seeing him looking at the glider. I thought that scene was just floored me. I was like, oh, fucking A, badass. He's going to be the new Green Goblin. And I was really looking forward to that with this new movie, and at least with part 3, and they fucked that up. Yeah, it's like they threw me a fastball with that character, and
a lot of miscalculations with that.
And they fucked up the Harry Osborn. Honestly, that whole Spider-Man series, I really dug his character, and I thought it was a shame how they just kind of, they just fucking threw him.
Hey, Spider-Man, let's
they just threw him whatever they could with the script, and and they shortchanged the audience with that character. I thought his character was the most interesting.
Yeah, a lot of missteps in that movie. Makes me mad thinking about it.
Anyway, this isn't a Spider-Man 3 review.
Yeah, exactly. But man, speaking of
Sam, fucking stick to your guns.
Yeah,
you know what you're fucking talking about. Fuck that studio. If that movie doesn't get made, good. Because if they're fucking butting heads and they can't decide and they announce, well, we got Michael Bay's directing the next Spider-Man. Good.
Whatever. I gave up a long time ago.
Keep your integrity, Sam. Get the fuck away from crazy people. Man.
Yeah, go make another Evil Dead movie.
Yes. Put some thought if you do.
Yeah.
Don't fuck that up.
So, hey man, speaking of fucking up, I was reading about Gerard Butler. Yeah, I was reading. Gerard Butler was in court. He had a
talking
battery.
About Mr. 300.
Exactly. He had a battery
this is
charge.
Sparta. Yeah, that guy.
That guy. Gerard Butler, who was the gay Spartan from 300, the bearded one.
He wasn't that gay. He was tough. He was fighting for his family.
He was the most greasy out of all of them. He had that big wet body and everything. But I think he was getting followed by a camera guy, some photojournalist or something.
Yeah. Some prick telling him that his movies suck and that a 3-year-old couldn't understand it.
like a guy following James Cameron, except he went out and beat the guy's ass.
Could ride him or something.
Yeah, he pulled a James Gandolfini on this motherfucker, turned around, choked his ass. No, here's a story. Judges dropped a misdemeanor battery charge against Gerard Butler. The charge was dismissed after a hearing Tuesday with the defendant with the dependent on the actor completing community service. Let me see what happened. City prosecutors say the Scottish-born star of 300 had a run-in with a photographer on October 7th after leaving a premiere for the film Rock and Roller. His manager has said Butler was forced to have the driver stop the car after the photographer sped through red lights and almost struck 2 pedestrians. So it's a guy that was following him and putting lives in danger. I guess he got out and slapped the shot at this guy or something.
Yeah, serve some justice.
Yeah, and so
300 style.
Yeah, exactly.
Should have kicked him with his fucking.
Kicked him into kicked his ass to a drain or something on the side of the road,
kicked him into the gutter.
Yeah, in the gutter like that, like he's kicking those dude in that pit in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's all in slow motion. He kicks the guy in the gutter.
Yeah.
This is illegal. but they now, so I guess they dropped the battery charge, but he still has to go out and do community service. And I'm sorry, whether you were wrong or right.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing funnier to me than seeing celebrities out there having to do shit like pick up trash.
Someone who has it better than you picking up trash?
Well, it's just something. I mean, and I don't even wish any will ill against them, like Gerard Butler. Like, I kind of think that's kind of cool. Like, some guy, if it's true what he said, like somebody was putting people in danger. Yeah, you goddamn right. I'm all behind him on that.
I'd go up to him. And I'd go, Mr. Butler, let me help you out with this, sir.
Yeah, exactly. You got the car.
I'd make him take off that orange, whatever, that orange jumpsuit or whatever, and I'd put it on. Yeah, you did a great service, sir. I'm gonna do your work.
Oh, you go out there and help him with community service.
I'm gonna do his work. Yeah.
I wouldn't. I sit there and laugh
because for standing up and being a fucking man.
But there's going to be, I don't know what kind of community service he has to do. Yeah. Now, for some people like
now, if it's picking up shit, then you're on your own. Well, I ain't helping you with that.
Some people exactly. Well, we're just saying like, hey, if we're just standing there in a cool suit, then, I'll be all right. But if I have to actually do work,
pick up a couple of candy wrappers ain't gonna kill nobody. But if it's like shit, like dog shit or something, no, fuck
it. Ain't even gotta be dog shit.
Sorry, pal.
You could be one candy wrapper. You're gonna be like, whoa, here, Mr. Butler, I can't do this no more. It's all yours.
Mr. Butler, you're gonna have to control that temper. You need to calm down.
You owe the community this service.
That's right.
You got to do your time. I can't do it for you. Woo, I'm thirsty.
You're going to kill somebody trying to kill that guy trying to take your picture.
Pick up one piece of trash. You're like, whoa, I want a beer.
This is crazy.
Who wants a beer? You want a beer? All right, Mr. I'm going to leave you to it.
Yeah.
But, man,
break time.
Yeah, woo. Because I'm out there with lemonade watching him pick up trash.
Yeah.
You missed a spot. All right, hey, control that temper. But I think somebody like him, now, certain celebrities have had to do community service by doing public PSA announcements, public service announcements. So they got away, PMS announcements. Are you mad because you're on your period? So he might have to do something like that. Don't hit a photographer.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is
don't do it. Yeah, and just look really pissed off, and just look like you don't mean it at all. Don't hit people.
If you see some guy with a camera, don't hit him. Or else you'd be having to
don't fucking knock his fucking eyeballs out of his fucking skull or kick his balls into his throat. Don't ever do that.
Or else you have to do this bullshit like I'm doing right now.
Don't do that.
Thank you. Don't do that. Mr. Butler.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell it for the third fucking time. Can you just say it?
Fucking push record and let me do this already.
Get out of here. But that's him like fucking up his take so he can like go through all 12 hours of community service. Getting his lines all wrong. Well, that's a day. That's a wrap. But so I think he might. I don't know what he'll have to do. He could have to do anything. He might have to work at Goodwill like I did.
No fucking. Oh wait. Oh, that's right. It's like everyone who works at Goodwill is like fucked up doing something stupid, right? Not paying for traffic tickets.
It was my first ticket when I was 16, and they made me like go do the community service. And I wanted to do the zoo. Because I thought, oh man, the animals, and I'll be hanging around, with monkeys and shit. And they said, look, you do not want to work at the zoo. Yeah, I was told that. Like, I was like, why not? It'd be fun with the animals. Like, you're gonna be cleaning up shit. You're gonna be cleaning up. Do they have an elephant there? You're gonna be cleaning up his shit. You ever seen elephant shit? How big it is?
Yeah. They're gonna fucking stick me in a cage with an animal.
Try to throw that doo-doo pie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Throw an elephant doo-doo pie.
Doo-doo pie. Oh my God, no! It would have been. You know what? If that would have happened, it would have ended up being you in that video, or that fucking Mexican dude.
Oh, his head fell into that elephant
he's cleaning behind that elephant, and that fucking elephant sits on his fucking head, and you just see him go up that fucking elephant asshole. Boom. You heard it suck it in. Boom. It sounded like it sounded like when fucking Ash jumped up to get his chainsaw in Army of Darkness, and you heard that boom. Yeah.
It'd be funny if like that elephant's ass just sucking him in.
Yeah.
Like you turn around and just 2 feet sticking out of an elephant's ass.
That's what it was doing. You see that guy's arms like flailing. Yeah. It looked like a chicken with his head cut off, or a chicken with his head stuck in an elephant's ass.
Like he was wearing an elephant mask.
That motherfucker was trying to fly out of there.
Like he was wearing an authentic elephant mask, except it was like a huge fucking elephant.
That could have been you, Corey.
Elephant for Halloween.
Help, 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 help.
Brother.
Get me out of here, out of here, out of here. You having fun in there, Corey?
No.
Fuck you. That's kind of cool. You mind we record? Okay. It smells like shit. In here.
Nah, man, they said you're gonna be out there cleaning up shit, and I was like, okay, I'll go work at Goodwill.
Work at Goodwill.
Yeah, and the reason why I don't want to work at Goodwill because when I was 16, it's like, people be making fun of me for buying stuff at Goodwill. Now the hipsters today, we can buy shit at Goodwill and be like, oh hey man, this is retro.
They're fucking actually taking the clothes from Goodwill and sending them at fucking Abercrombie and Finch right now. That's exactly what's going on right now. That's how that crazy thing worked out.
A shirt you could be able to buy for a nickel a long time ago now costs
like $50.
Yeah. Assholes.
Let me put the stamp of approval. Abercrombie and Finch.
Yeah. Abercrombie and fuck you.
Yeah.
But
they should replace that with I'm an idiot. Boom. You wear it and you walk around. I'm the idiot who bought this $50 fucking shirt all torn and battered.
Yeah, fucking elbows all ripped up and shit. Man, mothballs and shit still in the pockets. But I used to there was a bus that used to pass by the Goodwill where I worked, and it was from my school. Yeah. So I would park my car and I would hide in the alley and wait for the bus to go by.
You kidding me? You did that?
I waited in my car or something. No, that's what happened. I waited in my car, and then one day I heard the bus coming, and I ran and hid, and I hid in this little alleyway next to the Goodwill and waited for that bus to leave. Yeah. And when I heard it leaving, I didn't know it was still right there, because the bus would start. I'm like, but it would still be there. Getting a slow start. So I got out and saw that bus was there, and I ran and ducked into the Goodwill. And my friend Chris Earl, the next day he's like, man, who are you running from and trying to hide in Goodwill?
What's your problem, dude?
You're like, you were running like a spy.
You're like that. You're probably like that dude who is always embarrassed to be seen like anywhere near a fucking adult video store. Yeah. you're making sure. Oh my god, I had this buddy who we would sometimes we go, hey dude, let's go to the fucking adult video store, and we're gonna go look at the pornos there. We're gonna just look at the covers or whatever, and maybe one of us will buy something.
Get the courage to buy something.
Yeah, exactly. And every time we went, this buddy of mine, he's like, hey man, hey co-host. I was like, yeah. Can you look for these magazines? They're called like Big Knockers or something. And here's some money. I'm like, dude, why don't you just go in there and just buy them? What if somebody sees me? And I'm like, what if somebody sees you? Who the fuck knows you? Nobody knows about you. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. But somebody will see me walking in. They see me walking in all the time. You don't see me giving a shit, do you? Yeah. Be a fucking man and walk into the goddamn adult video store. All right? If you got a hard on, that's your problem. Don't worry about it.
Hey, co-host, could you dress up like a girl so I look like I'm coming in with a chick?
Fuck no.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna go through the air ducts. I'll meet you inside.
Yeah, but I think one time he actually came in with us, and as soon as he walked in and walked out. He went saw exactly what he needed, grabbed it, went to the counter, and the other thing is like he almost stopped because there was a girl working, and he's like, oh shit, there's a girl working. I was like, who gives a fuck? She don't care about you. She knows you're a fucking pervert right when you walked in the store. What the hell is she doing working here? She's the biggest pervert. She works in a fucking adult store. But why do you care? He's like, oh, can you buy this for me? I'm like, no, no.
Be a man.
Fucking be a man. March up there and give her your fucking money and tell her, hey, while you're at it, tell her you got a big dick too, and then walk out. All right, just go. Hurry up. Be a man already. No, but that motherfucker got his shit and fucking ran to the car. He was like running, and he was like, and he's like, I don't know what he's running for. I still got some shopping to do.
Yeah. He didn't even open the door. He jumped to the window.
He even honked, honk, honk, honk. Hey, I'm shopping, all right?
Hey, you got a basket. Yeah. You going through there with like a shopping cart, like you're at the grocery store. You got a basket full of porn.
Yeah. I'm looking for Cum Bucket Part 2.
Yeah. 3 and 4.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, thank you. Man, Taco Bell Lugoso that John used to work at a video store. Now we're talking about getting baskets full of stuff. Yeah. But he was their like IT guy. He would like set up their internet and the internet system. He would also do like he was able for like one of the biggest adult chains here in Austin, which is Dreamers.
Dreamers, yeah.
He set up like their digital filing system.
You know what is funny? It's funny you say it because the place I was just talking about, it was Dreamers. And the thing is, before they had digital, they had like this. It looked like the library because they had like a card
like
system,
like they had
the Dewey Decimal System of cards, where every time I was I'm gonna rent this, and they would pull out this fucking big ass box of cards and go flipping through co-host 3000. Yeah, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? It's like the year 2000. You don't have a fucking computer yet?
B for big booty bitches.
I know. I was like, oh, that's no good. That's paper.
They've gone digital now, and you know what? Yeah. John set that shit up, I think. Shit. He had a big hand in helping him get it set up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, seriously.
Probably typed in my name, that motherfucker.
Because he told me about it. He came in, he's like, man, they got the oldest archaic system for.
Yeah, they do shit on paper.
Yeah, for trying to find porn.
Like a spiral notebook. Yeah. I was like, hey, do You guys got big titties extravaganza part 3. Like, let me see, and they'd get out their fucking binder.
And they're looking at you. They're like, who's the author?
Yeah, who's the author? Yeah.
What? Who's the author?
I think it's Seymour Butts.
Okay, let's look up Butts Seymour.
It's a Butts with 2 T's and S.
Oh, that's where we went wrong. We're looking for only 1 T. Now. Yeah, John set all that shit up. But when I was in there, it would be guys who would be, they had those, now they would have grocery baskets, but they had like those little hand baskets.
Yeah.
And they would be fucking almost overflowing with porn.
There's a lot of bargains at the porn store, Corey.
They'd be renting that. No, they would be renting it.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah. And I asked John, I was like, is that real? I was like, people rent that much porn? I was like, when do they have to have it back? And John was like, within 48 hours. No, I was like, they're going to jack off that much.
Yeah. No, what they're going to do.
That much fucking porn. What you say? They're going to copy it.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're copying. Cause that's what I do.
To say, you won't have a dick anymore. You try to watch that much porn and jerk off to it.
It's like a fucking marathon. You fucking, you got your hand on the fucking fast forward button throughout the whole thing.
Because look, I'll be honest with you. You know,
it sounds like a goddamn Chipmunks porno.
Yeah, you see people fucking.
I can hear the snoring though at the end of mine.
Yeah, that's you snoring.
Yeah,
'cause I know with me, you know, I'll look.
I'm
up,
done. Yeah,
that's me. I was like, hey man, thank God for the internet because I'm done in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I get a picture up there. Yeah. I get aroused. I go to the bathroom. I'm done for the day.
Well, what kind of? You got Roadrunner on that thing? What kind of?
I got the fastest connection just for that. Yeah,
I still got dial-up, so my shit's taking a long time. I was like, oh, it's coming. Here it go. Oh, damn it! Timed out again. Shit. I'm trying to bust my nut.
Yeah, I was so thankful for like turbo boost.
Yeah, I know.
Before I gave myself my own turbo boost, but because I'm sitting there waiting for like a video to download for like an hour just so I can go pleasure myself for like 5 seconds, you know.
Oh my God.
I need, finally it was like, hey.
I hope you're not pleasuring yourself with the same equipment you use to record us when we're doing these reviews.
I don't know which mic is it.
I was wondering why this smelled like ass.
No, I take mine to the darkest depths of my bathroom.
The darkest depths of your ass.
Yeah, my ass. No, I go.
Oh my God.
And then I walk out, look in the mirror, and I'm all ashamed of myself. What have I done again?
You sick bastard. You start scrubbing your hands till the fucking skin comes off with bleach.
Yeah. Unclean.
You give yourself a bleach bath.
Unclean.
What have I done? Oh, my hands are so full of sin.
Corey, you were sick. Looking at myself in the mirror. You were sick.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Damn these hands.
Sinful. Nah, man,
God. No, but thank God for the internet. There's no more need to have any more embarrassing trips to the porno shop.
No more embarrassing trips. No more waiting around.
I know shit. Yeah, no more touching DVDs. You don't know who the fuck touched them.
Oh, I know.
That was the other thing. Yeah, you have to be careful because all I'm thinking about half the time, even when somebody gives me a DVD, I'm like, who is the last perverted motherfucker that handled this bitch?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to
put a black light on that DVD.
You just want to play dumb and ignorant.
That DVD. You put that DVD under a black light, it'll turn into venom.
Yeah.
No, man, on the internet, it's like no more having to like fast forward through scenes to guess what's on there. It's like, you see one little thumbnail and you know what you're getting.
Yeah, I know.
Look at it for 5 minutes. Yeah, you're out.
There's a small tile that you know exactly what you're getting into. Midget takes it in all holes. Yeah, all right.
That's good for me. Oh, 5 minutes. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. Oh, all right, I'm done. I can go on with my day.
Yeah, girl gets banged by the fucking happy birthday clown. Awesome.
Yeah, there you go. Elmo fucks fat chicks.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tracy Morgan fucks Elmo.
Yeah.
All right. Come here.
Snuffle up against fucking Bukkake. Awesome.
Everything.
That's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I'm looking for today.
Everything. This is paradise. But man, so what I'm saying here is like these community service that celebrities have to do.
we're still talking
about that. Yeah, we're still talking about that. Well, what's so funny about it, like, I don't know what Gerard Butler's going to have to do.
Yeah.
But
knows?
it's funny because Chris Brown, who's still kind of, major star. He's
that motherfucker.
That fool.
I don't know why he's a major star at all. Fuck him.
Look at this fool here. That's pictures, and he looked mad as hell out there having to pick up. He's picking up tree limbs.
Yeah.
And I just love how celebrities look like.
He looks like one of those guys that you see on the side of the road.
Yeah, he's turned into one of those.
He's the stereotype of that guy. Yeah.
And I think that's so funny when you see celebrities. There was another picture of him where he was picking up shit, and he looked like he was still shocked that he was there. Like his eyes were wide open. He's like, I can't believe they really are making me pick up trash.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine him out there trying to pick up trash. If y'all know who Chris Brown is, he is the guy who's probably better known now for beating up Rihanna.
But mother bitch. Yeah.
Before that, he was actually, his music, some of it, maybe I was a fan of, not all of it. It's just that kind of pop I don't listen to.
Yeah.
But that son of a bitch could dance like crazy, man. The guy's an excellent dancer, so very talented guy. But
should have danced his way to prison.
I was about to say he's out there trying to pick up trash, dancing and shit. Somebody come up there and beat it.
Yeah.
Stop all that goddamn dancing and pick up that trash. You ain't on stage.
If I was out there with him, I'd walk up to him and go, so you beating my girl, huh? Nobody can see you behind this bush, bitch. You ready? You a big man now? Huh, motherfucker? You get that fucking stick with the pointy ass, like, fucking needle at the end, and just fucking run that shit up his ass. That's what you get for fucking with my girl. Now you're getting fucked.
Dance.
Oh, look, there's paparazzi. Oh, perfect time to take a picture.
Dance, you son of a bitch, dance.
Yeah, dance with this stick up your ass, bitch.
I just think that is so funny to see celebrities out there in that fucking orange vest because Boy George had to go pick up trash.
Oh, but doesn't he wear an orange vest every day?
I think that's his job. Yeah. Anyway, I don't.
Are you sure he wasn't going to a club or something?
Yeah, that ain't punishment. He went to work. He gets a check for that. But I
singing his own songs out there while he's picking up trash. Do you really want to hurt me? Picking up trash.
Yeah, picking up trash.
Hey, you sound just like Boy George.
Out there wearing makeup. Yeah. Boy George was
with a goofy ass hat,
with a hat on,
a goddamn spaceship hat,
lipstick on and shit. Yeah, Boy George. If you don't remember, he was part of what was it?
Culture
Club. Yeah, and during the '80s.
Come on, comedian. Come pick up that goddamn trash already. Come on.
Yeah, quit all that goddamn singing.
Work, you goddamn Boy George.
Yeah, but he got people back in the day because when he first came on the scene, a lot of guys were like, man, who's that chick? And they were kind of thrown off. And like, as long as somebody was wearing makeup and had long hair, big guys were like, ooh,
yeah.
Guys were,
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, who's that weird chick that looks kind of like
some guys
like my aunt?
No, some guys were
not like hot. You're not talking about. You thought guys. Well,
no, some guys were into Boy George. That was a big thing. It's
no shit.
Because people were like saying, man, that's a guy, Boy
Are you
George.
Serious? Every time I saw him, he was like, hey, he looks like Cyrus's aunt. I don't know.
Well, to me, he always
ain't
looked
nobody
like
I'm trying to fuck.
To me, he always looked like I said he looks like a transvestite, whatever. That's his shtick. Hey, whatever.
Dude.
Yeah, the dude with makeup on and a perm, and as you say, a funny hat.
Yeah, I know. It's like a goddamn spaceship hat.
Fucking Komodo on. Yeah, what the fuck am I supposed
dressed
to
up like
do?
a panda.
Yeah. It was like, when's the drag show?
Yeah. I know.
But yeah, I think that they should do this to celebrities more. Just
fuck
you might as well.
So you can get pictures like this, like the one we have in front of our screen.
I swear to God,
Chris Brown looking like, hey, bitch, why are you taking a picture right now? That ain't cool.
I'm just picking up leaves.
It ain't cool to hit girls either, bitch. Shut up. Pick up some trash.
That goddamn trash.
Hey, you know what? Here, hold on. Let me pull down my pants. Now pick up that shit. You fucking woman beater.
I swear to God, man, you ask some of these celebrities, you have two choices, Mr. Cruz. You can either take the electric chair or you can pick up trash. Give me the chair. I ain't about to go out there and pick up trash and have pictures of me being taken. Picking up litter.
You can get raped by Mr. Stuffalopicus, or you can go out and pick up trash. I will get raped by by Snuffy.
Are you gonna take? all of his trunk. Yes, I'll take all 25 feet of his trunk up my ass.
And you hear Mr. Snuffleupagus in the background. Oh boy!
Oh dear! Hey bird!
Hey, watch this!
I'm gonna fuck Tom Cruise. It's punishment.
Film this, bird.
Take it.
Yeah. Take it like a bitch.
I heard you imaginary. Ah!
Yeah, my dick ain't imaginary now, is it?
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. That'd be hilarious. He's apologizing while he's doing it. Sorry.
But
Snuffy, what are you doing?
Stop, you're hurting him.
I'm making sweet love, bird. That's fucked up.
that is fucked up.
That's not
and
right.
that came from your mind.
I know, I'm disgusting with myself.
Man, speaking of something fucked I don't know why
Okay.
this amused me here.
Uh-huh.
Somebody put up a video on my page. I thought
Yeah, you were fucking laughing at it like crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's only for a second.
it's only a second.
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
I don't know. I wouldn't even say it's hilarious. It's just
Yeah.
weird. Hold on. Let me
You were laughing.
tell you what. Let me
like
pause
crazy.
this and render this out because
Awesome.
I don't want to.
Yeah, let's save our shit right
Yeah.
now.
All right, people.
Save your shit.
Take a quick break and then we'll be back. Back. All right. Yeah. All right. We're all rested up, refreshed. Man, okay. So yeah, it's some weird video somebody put up on my page. I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't even know why somebody made a video out of this. But
What
it just
the
made me
hell
giggle.
is it?
Here it is. Let's see.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I told you it's nothing. I was
right.
more perplexed. I thought like something was big was going to happen. I was kind of disappointed when it stopped. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You must have missed out on the Frizzy War that happened in a small town in the north somewhere.
Fighting the Frizzies at 11.
That shit ain't even recent. It's like a guy from the 70s.
No, it looks like a fucking one of those porno dudes from the 70s.
Yeah. I think it's one of those videos I watched. I think he was having sex with Mr. Snuffleupagus. But hey, whoa, rock, rock,
Rockin' and rolling.
I was waiting for you to pick it up for me. Rock,
Rock it to you.
man.
Yes. What's going on here in the world of Spilios?
Let's see what we got here.
and their questions.
Let's see. I really haven't gone.
Welcome to
looked for
the
anything.
segment called Fuck Your Thoughts.
Fuck your thoughts.
It's going to be a very enjoyable segment.
We have right here. I'm trying to find somebody that, like I said, we haven't answered a question from before.
Good luck with that.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of rappers, we have Napalm the Bomb.
Napalm the Bomb. Nice. I think you got some of his shit, Corey, right?
Yeah, I got all his albums. I got all his stuff. Look at the
We'll
picture.
be playing
right
that for you next week.
there. Look at this picture right here.
Let me see. Hold on.
He's the intelligent rapper.
Nah.
All right, so he says, question for LTD or Coco. Please, I've been listening to both since the beginning.
That's your fault.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Poor decision making
you want
on your part.
Sympathy?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. If read on LTD, fuck my thoughts nice and slow. All right, then we can do that. We're going to take it nice and slow. Let's see. What few movies in the past decade do you think was the most influential to the film industry today?
In the past decade, huh?
In the past decade.
I will say Batman Begins.
Begins?
Yes. Batman Begins only because when Batman Begins came out, it's like every fucking dead franchise wanted to do a reboot and wanted to take it very seriously like Batman Begins did. Take a serious tone and actually treat the property with some kind of respect. You know, I don't know how many directors I read after Batman Begins came out where they talked about either a movie that they were doing where they referred to Batman Begins. They're like, yeah, you know, we want to reboot this franchise and we wanted to give it like a Batman Begins feel to it. We want to treat the property with respect and do it right. So I remember every time I read about a new property, Batman Begins was always thrown in there. So
Okay.
I can easily do that. And Dark Knight. I mean, right now, shit.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
definitely those. And I mean,
yeah.
I didn't want to say those because I didn't want to say anything.
Why, you scared?
Well, no, because people expect us to say that.
It's the truth. I speak the truth.
What was...
I mean, what other films can we say?
Well, they're talking about the most influential films to come out in the last decade. I mean, I'm trying to think of what some of the most influential films.
Yeah.
This is going to be... I shouldn't even answer this because this is kind of premature. We're going to do... you know what? I'm not going to answer that because we're going to do a best of the decade podcast.
Oh, damn, decade, huh?
Yeah, of the decade, and I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to let.
okay.
I don't want to let out too much right now because I'm thinking.
Whoops.
I'm thinking of two movies right now.
Yeah.
That I consider to be very influential, and I don't want to say. But I'll say that for our podcast.
Well, thanks for
Sorry.
leaving me out to dry.
Man, I can send you. I'll
Son
send
of
you
a bitch.
emails all the
Shut
time.
up.
No, it's all right, sir. Hey, you're gonna do a podcast for your like
No.
top 10, aren't you?
No.
You told me you were.
Never. I lied.
Top
I
10?
lied.
Okay,
No.
that's fine.
No, I'll do it.
No,
I have plans on doing something special. So I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Something will happen.
Okay.
And
Even I don't know.
it's going to rock your socks.
People, even I don't know.
Right off.
All right. Oh, here's somebody that we haven't answered a question from before.
Let's hear it.
Oh, yeah. No, we have. Sorry.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The great Colonel Sanders.
greatness has arrived.
By the way, what kind of fuck your thoughts, people? If you
Yes.
didn't know what the title of this segment was, where we answer
Right.
people's questions, are, as they say, fuck their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so look at this. Listen, why they have to say that? Fuck you, Corey, you motherfucking robot fucker.
What?
And as I see,
Do you mind sharing, Corey? With the
I
rest
got
of us?
your attention now. That's what they said. All right. Oh shit, there's another Dark Knight thing. I just watched The Dark Knight again, and I wanted your opinion on what you
Most
believe.
influential film of all time.
Yeah, there you go. That's declared by the co-host himself.
Yes.
On what you believe the next Batman should be about. Now he has this. We answered this before, but you know what? I want to
Well,
bounce something off of you.
Okay.
I believe the third installment is probably gonna see Robin or Nightwing introduced. No, they won't. Not Christopher Nolan's. You want Christopher Nolan even said,
Yes.
"I don't know what to
Did
do
you not- yeah.
with fucking Nightwing."
We have no need for a little kid running around, with a cape in shorts. No.
If they do, Bane has to be in the movie and break Batman's. Dude, how old are you? You got the.
Your dream already came true. It's called Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Go watch that. It's right there. You can pick it up right now at the DVD store.
You look, man. You got it all wrong. Okay. Christopher Nolan has already come out, and this has been the big discussion. I mean, it's. I even feel like I'm making up old shit talking about this because when. Especially after The Dark Knight, the big debate was what villains can be brought into Christopher Nolan's Batman, because Christopher Nolan has set up a very realistic Batman.
Right.
You know, the Joker is not a guy whose skin is white and his hair is colored green from chemicals. He's in makeup. Yeah. Batman he's a spy in this. He's not, Batman has always been, just a guy with a lot of cool gadgets, but even more so than any other reimagining of Batman, Christopher Nolan he's made him just pretty much James Bond in a bat suit.
Who can fucking beat some ass.
Who can kick ass, yeah. So you're going to have to forget about, I don't say you're going to have to forget, but a lot of people think it's very unlikely you'll see some of the more outrageous characters like Clayface.
Or Bane.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Bane's a guy who becomes big when he pumps like some sort of serum into his body.
Right.
He becomes big right there on the spot. Like Christopher Nolan, I can't see him doing that.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan, if you want to, a lot of people have been saying, you tell me what you think. A lot of people have been saying the more realistic villains that he can bring in are Catwoman, the Riddler, maybe even the Penguin.
Yeah.
I suggested that he could. It'll probably be a stretch, but if done well, I think if anybody can do it, Christopher Nolan can. If you really want to show how crazy the villains are having to get after Batman has cleaned up the town, bring in somebody like Scarface. Yeah. And the reason why Scarface will work, he's a guy. Has no superpowers. He's just crazy. Yeah. Like
crazy ventriloquist.
He takes orders from his dummy. He thinks his dummy is telling him what to do. So when he takes out murderous acts of crime, he feels like he's a victim, and his dummy is the one who's doing it.
Yeah, and he's just like a true to the idea gangster, basically.
Yeah.
But Riddler they can do. Catwoman, yeah, they can do.
The Black Mask, can they do that?
I don't think anybody's really familiar. I'm not even that familiar with the Black Mask, to be honest. As far as Batman villains, so I don't think they'd even touch that.
And Zays or whatever his name is.
Who?
The guy who murders his victims and cut marks on his bodies. On his body.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Zaz is his name. You never heard of Zaz?
No.
Zaz is a he's a psychotic. He's a guy who comes from a privilege, and he one day got bored and started like killing women.
Okay.
And then just start killing people. And what he would in his mind, he's saying, I'm releasing them.
Oh, really? Okay.
And every time he kills somebody, he has a high body count. He puts little hatch marks on his body.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He's what? Is he like one of the newer characters? I've never heard of the guy, to be honest. So.
He probably is one of the newer characters.
Newer,
like
okay.
80s and 90s. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I know there's like a slew of other characters in that Batman comic book universe that I'm still not fully aware of. I mean, I know the ones that they use because they're characters at work, like the Riddler, and yeah, I mean the Penguin. They can even use Oswald Cobblepot. I mean, I think he would work.
I always thought like a cool Batman story. If we really wanted to like try to push some of the crazy characters and see how they would fit in the Batman universe. Because somebody like Zaz, I mean, it's Batman chasing a psychotic killer. How many people?
Yeah.
I mean, how many movies have we seen where a guy goes after a killer?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if that would work or not. I think you could probably bring in the Penguin, not make him as
well, no, not grotesque, not the Tim Burton.
Not the Tim Burton, but not even like the guy who has a nose that's like 10 feet away from his face.
Right.
Maybe he's a guy with a funny nose, and he's come into he's the guy that worked like the crime scene way out of the radar.
Oh yeah.
And
he can be the guy behind the scenes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's worked like the bars and clubs and just waited for this moment when Batman cleaned up the town so he could come in and take over. And he's like, Batman is like showed us that we have to like go at him with the level he's on, which is insanity. He's cleaned up the town, so now we got to take him on his playing field. Now I'm just a guy with a weird shaped nose and a penchant for dressing high society. I'm not really all that crazy, but I found someone who's a genius, and that would be Scarface.
Yeah.
The guy carried out one of like the biggest bank heists in town.
Yeah.
Got away with it. Ended up getting caught and having to go to Arkham Asylum. Penguin breaks him out and brings him in. Everybody's like, "Are you crazy? You got this guy who talks to a dummy to come in?" And like, I can even picture a scene where one guy's at the table talking about, you got to be fucking kidding me. We're going to use a guy who talks to his dummy to like start taking over. And that dummy sits over there and looks at that guy.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, hey, what's going on? Because the dummy's got a gun. And he's about to like do some shit to this guy. And the guy's like, hey man, look, I'm kidding. He's talking to like, the guy, the ventriloquist guy. I forgot the guy's name. And the guy's like, it's not my fault. I'm sorry. It's him. I can't do anything.
Corey, you lost me. I don't know what the hell you're talking about anymore.
I'm telling you, but it's like pretty much what it is that the Penguin has come in and brought in somebody who's crazy but has like a genius criminal mind.
Okay.
And plans on using him to take over the city. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
You see what I'm saying?
We'll look at your script and we'll get back.
I'm emailing this today. Could you? I'm also sending off with
don't call us. Don't call us. We'll call you. Okay.
By the way, I'm also sending off my script. What was it? Boba Fett versus
Boba Fett meets the Emperor.
Meets the Emperor.
Okay. That's okay. I've heard. We've heard rumors about that script. We'd like to read it sometime, Corey. We would love to read that.
Well, people have heard me talk about this, but an ex-roommate of mine named Raymond wrote a script complete with, now this guy's like in his 20s.
Yeah.
Said, hey, Corey wrote a script. He hand wrote it.
Yeah.
Drew pictures in crayon.
No, it was he drew it all in the spiral notebook.
And said, I'm thinking about sending this to George Lucas.
Yes. And he was prepared to play the part of the younger Boba Fett. Because he thought he was the right height. He already had the Boba Fett costume. And he was like, you know what? This is nothing but win-win. I mean, I have the script. I have the costume. All he needs to do is just hire me and I can act my ass off.
Wait a minute.
It's going to be the coolest, like, 5 minutes of a Star Wars film.
Did he really think that he would get?
Yeah.
He wanted to like try for the.
He presented me with the script because I was like, wow, okay, this guy is gold. I mean, I need to make a documentary about fucking Raymond. Yeah, because I saw him. He's like, hey man, come here, co-host. I got something I got to show you, man. Now check this out. Now, this is my idea. It's fucking great. Here, read. And I was like, oh, what's this spiral notebook? And I open it up and it says Boba Fett meets the Emperor. I was like, that's your title, huh? And he's like, yeah. I was like, and I looked at him and I was like, genius. And I think I read that shit in like 5 seconds. I was like, wow, that's. And let me guess, do you want to play Boba Fett? Oh, dude, you see my costume? I'm like, yes, I have. and it's fucking badass.
And this guy was 22 at the time.
Yeah, and hey, I'm all about people, shooting for the stars, and and especially with Raymond, I wanted him to shoot every goddamn star in that sky to get his fucking his one meeting with George Lucas and the big wigs over at 20th Century Fox. Oh wow. I love that kid ever since he presented that script.
And you know what? In retrospect, that script was better than the prequels.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's a great fucking point. No, you were absolutely right.
At the time, we were laughing because the prequels weren't out.
No shit. I think you know what? Maybe Raymond fucking wrote the first 3 drafts of the Phantom Menace, and they were probably like, this is that fucking crazy kid who keeps sending us all kinds of script. But, this is actually good, man. Hey, how about we just change his fucking name so we don't have to pay him any fucking money? And boom! Right there, buddy. The script's right there for Georgie boy.
Yeah.
Just give him the credit and ba-boom!
And you know what?
More money.
Yeah. And he's in a costume. They could have let him on the set. It's just like, nobody see his face.
And if they
dub over the voice.
And if they do let him on the set, he has to be in that fucking costume.
Yeah. And he can't take it off.
No, not at all.
You want to eat, you better drill a hole in that costume and suck it through a straw. You better go to Jamba Juice.
As soon as he gets on that fucking set, he's escorted right out because he's trying to fucking hit on Natalie Portman. He's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? What the fucking get the fuck? Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold. Shut the fuck up. Get the hell
out of here. Hey, did you have any thoughts on that email about
what about Batman?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not. You know what? I love The Dark Knight so much, and just trying to think of an idea as far as what they could possibly do with a villain at this point, especially after watching The Dark Knight, and you're just like, okay, if they decide not to do a third movie, I will not be sad or disappointed at all, because that movie set such a fucking high standard of filmmaking to me. I don't know how you go by topping that or even topping that story, to be honest. Now, if you had to do something, yeah, maybe Scarface could work, but it has a lot of potential to just completely just go wrong.
I don't recognize that, because it could be very laughable having a guy running around with a dummy.
And because there's no one really for Batman to really work off besides the crazy psyche of a ventriloquist, and I don't know how far you can really take that to make it interesting for the audience. But there's one character who I think could work, and it's only because I read this great it was a graphic novel done by this guy named Brian. Now I'm gonna get this all fucked up. Brian Azraeli. He's the guy who did 100 Bullets.
He wrote a Batman book.
He wrote a Batman book called Joker. And Have you seen this where the Joker looks like Heath Ledger? And the thing is that the guy who I can't remember the artist, but the artist claims that he'd never seen Heath Ledger when he was working on that book, and when he saw Heath Ledger, he was like, "Oh wow, he looks just like my Joker." That could be easily a fucking lie. I'm just saying.
Dude,
this is what I read. This is what I read. That's all I'm saying.
Do you buy that?
Not really. No.
It looks too close.
It looks way too close. But he said it was just a coincidence. It was a crazy coincidence. But in that book, the Joker ends up hiring Killer Croc. And in that book, they made Killer Croc he looked like just a really big black guy with a skin condition.
And Killer Croc in the Batman universe is he's a huge guy who was a circus freak.
Yeah.
Ended up like hating humanity for being cruel to him. So he had a skin condition which made it look like he had like
scales,
skin of a reptile. And then he sharpened his teeth down to be fangs, and he became a cannibal.
He became a cannibal.
I think he became a hitman for people and went out and started like his part of his hit was to like mutilate people and eat them.
Yeah. And in this book, I mean, they did a great job of making him just look like a muscle, like almost like a Bane character where he's just there to be muscle, the muscle guy. And I was like, wow, you know what? He could easily work if they use that, if they keep it to that premise where he's not just a insane looking freak. You know, if he just looks like a big black guy with a skin condition, that could easily work, you know, with the teeth all filed to fangs, you know, and you just see scenes where he's just fucking up people. Now, I don't know who would be like the Joker, because I thought it was great having the Joker team up with him throughout the book, because even Killer Croc in the book knew how fucked up he was, but that's why he enjoyed working with the Joker, because he would get him in situations where that would be completely insane, and he got off on that. But yeah, I mean, I could maybe they.
I just don't want to see. I don't want to see them use a Joker again.
No. I mean, not to say, but you know, you need, if you had to get like a Joker type, maybe get the Riddler teaming up with Killer Croc. I could see that, you know, because I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if the studio, only because people were freaking out and going nuts over the idea of Johnny Depp being the Riddler. You know,
and I don't want to see Johnny Depp as
Riddler. I don't want to see that either. You know, it's basically, you know, they're just playing the card because Heath Ledger was one of those quirky actors that managed to make it work.
I just see Johnny Depp plays too much shit, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, honestly, as far as characters who I can buy into, maybe the Riddler and Killer Croc. That's mine. For the longest time though, Scarface was up there, but just trying to think of like the scenes. I mean, the thing is, I'm no script writer, so Christopher Nolan and his writers, they could easily pull it off.
I think the reason why I think someone like Scarface would work is because
he's an interesting character.
He's disturbed.
Yeah,
he's an interesting character. He's he's kind of like on the level of the Joker without being over the top like the Joker is, but he's still over the top, but in a different way. And I think they could touch on this whole thing of this theme of Batman having too much sympathy on criminals, like that. Like he's putting them away in Arkham Asylum, and people are like, you just let them go, you know, pretty much. I mean, these people deserve to be punished more, and it's this whole thing, you know, Batman's just kind of like, I don't kill people, and this guy is insane, and maybe the Penguin could start saying like, yeah, do you notice some similarities now between the two? I mean,
it could work. It could work.
He's you know, the Penguin is like, hey, the one thing that the Joker has taught us is that we need somebody who is crazy. I'm not really all that crazy. I just got a deformed nose, but this guy here, he's how crazy can you get than this? But he's a genius.
Corey, like I said, I'm going to read that script and I will get back to you. I'm going to call you. All right?
Okay, I'm going to dress up like Boba Fett when
and then I'll present it to Christopher Nolan, and then later on we'll talk about that. Boba Fett meets the Emperor. We'll get that meeting set up with George Lucas. Don't you worry.
He ain't doing nothing. All right, here's a good question here. The power of Superman compels you to fuck this thought.
Wow.
The power of Superman compels
awesome.
you.
I like that.
This is from Carl.
Oh, Carl.
I don't know if it's a Carl we know.
Genius.
Yeah. But he says, now it's a new decade and a new start. So what direction would you want the movie and video game industry to take together and on their own? Talking about video games and the movie industry together, just stop rushing out games that have a tie-in to the movie that are terrible.
Because those games always end up being terrible.
Those games end up being terrible. They do. I mean, there's only a few that ever get by, but even those are not really. They may be based on the movie, but they're not rushed to like tie in with the film. One of the biggest examples, I hate to keep talking about Batman, but you know, Batman Arkham Asylum did not try to rush out to be a release at the same time as The Dark Knight.
Did you notice they didn't even put out a Dark Knight game?
Yeah. If they did, I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I think they were planning to, but I think I'm hoping Christopher Nolan was like, hey, I really don't. The first one was cool, but I don't need to do that.
The problem with releasing some of these games with the movies is that they don't even like capture the spirit of the film. Watchmen came out with a game at the same time.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, it was called The End Is Near, or The End Is Nigh.
No, The End Is Nigh.
Yeah, and what was it? It was a game where you just went around beating up people on the street.
Yeah, it was Night Owl and Rorschach. And it was supposed to be like a prequel to the movie almost of their early years when they were a team.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they even had a comic book writer write that whole script for the video game.
But it wasn't anything deep. It wasn't.
But no, I'd never.
You know what? Those characters.
I remember hearing about it, and I was like, okay, it's kind of a ballsy move, to try to write a prequel to I mean, fucking what a lot of people consider the Bible.
Well, you take a book, which is being turned into a movie, and the movie did the best that. Well, let me say, even though I was only kind of lukewarm about the film, they made an attempt to like try to capture those really big, grandiose themes of the book. And you have a book with these huge themes.
Yeah.
It's considered to be, it is like the Bible of comics.
Yeah.
I mean, and you release a game where they do nothing but just go around
just
beating up people.
It is what but the thing is, I'm like, well, when I see something like that, I'm like, well, it is what it is. It's a fucking game.
This took on themes of politics, all these social issues, even issues of religion, and then you just make a game where you just go around, you just punching a button.
You get to be Rorschach at night,
pressing a button and you're punching people,
beating the shit out of criminals.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah, but when I read that, I was like, okay, that looks like it's gonna go all wrong. So, but I never heard a single thing about the game when it was released. I have no clue if it was just a bad game or what, or just nobody gave a shit.
There's this moral ambiguity in the book, and so. The game is like, oh, we're just gonna go around and beat up bad guys,
right?
And it's like, oh, you know what? Fuck this game.
And it's funny. It has me thinking about the Aliens vs Predator, the Requiem game. There's supposed to be a Requiem game. I don't think it was ever released. But the whole idea, the premise of that sounded like how I wanted the movie to be, where you were the predator, basically being the cleanup guy. You're cleaning up all the messes that all these aliens were, leaving behind at the same time, going after the aliens and killing them, and just making sure that there was absolutely no evidence whatsoever on Earth to let anybody know there was any kind of alien presence around. And your job was to be the cleanup guy. You'd go hunt aliens, but at the same time clean up all the mess. No. So, and I was like,
the game never came out.
That sounds cool. Yeah, it never came out, which was unfortunate because maybe they thought, this game is way better than the film. So.
Yeah. Well, no, it meant the game was shittier than the film. Cause if it was that good, it would have made. Yeah.
I could have only hoped because when I heard about it, I was like, this sounds a lot cooler than the film I just saw. So, but I can only hope. But then again, when's the last time anybody played a fucking Alien or Predator or Aliens vs Predator game that was ever?
They got one coming out again.
Yeah.
They got. They were. Yeah, you play a Marine or an alien or. Stopped again, so I don't know where we ended.
Yeah,
but we'll carry it from here. Look,
everyone else will figure it out.
Yeah, put it together. You're smart people out there. As Carl asked, though, what we would like to see for movies in the future.
Mm-hmm. Good ones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, better movies, goddammit.
There you go.
Which I know that's a pipe dream. So if I had to wish for anything, I'm not too worried about the movies because there will always be good movies coming out. Right. I'm just going to have to suffer the bad ones. I want my movie-going experience to be improved by just improving the service of the theaters and my movie-going experience as far as like when I go there, I would like to see a lot of people take on the model like we have here at the Alamo Drafthouse and expand on that. Yeah. I wouldn't mind like seeing going to a theater where you have an area for people to take their kids to, so you won't have to be bothered with them in the film.
Or a certain day with a certain time where you can take your kids. Yeah, so.
I wouldn't mind seeing like a coffee shop or a little area where you could sip coffee and maybe have a little food or snacks before you go into the theater.
Right.
I mean, they do it with mega churches, man. I'm sure you could do it with a few theaters where you have like maybe you can do a little browsing in like a bookstore or something, or maybe you have theaters where they're like mega theaters. You have a place where you can go and browse for Blu-rays or the movie related stuff. Just I mean, it's I would like to see just the theaters not be these theaters where we have to go and they're just one little crackerjack box where you have a teenager who's running the place, who's being the usher, who's scared to confront somebody when they're being too loud or being disruptive. Because I tell you now, like today, if somebody's being disruptive, unless you're at a place like the Alamo Draft House, you turn around and you can be nice and say, "Excuse me, could you be quiet?" You know, somebody will say, "Fuck you, you want to fight?" You know, so
you can tell them, "Shut the fuck up."
I'm just like,
hopefully
I just
you
like
won't get no fight. But no, I agree.
I would like to see maybe the technology, the way it's going with 3D. Keep working on that 3D without glasses.
Oh, they're about to. I think they're about to. They're about to spend like what I think I read today. They're about to throw $45 billion into 3D technology. Due to Avatar, and the South Koreans are helping with that too, and they are bringing it to sports already, which I think you and Carlisle talked about. They're actually going to have like a 3D like ESPN channel at some point that they're gearing up for right now. So it's going to be pretty crazy. You know, we'll see how far that goes.
I don't know if 3D is going to be the thing that it's going to be getting people back into theaters. But first of all, I think people going to the theater no matter what. Right. The theater is a group experience, is a social experience. I mean, people go to movies because they just want to leave the house. They want to go on a date. They want to go just to have their thoughts validated by everybody else who's like thinking the same thing they are when they watch a scene. You know, so theaters are not going to die. Nobody's going to stay at home the whole time. But I don't want the business to have this tunnel vision where they're just thinking 3D is going to be the thing. Right. You know, let's think
Which they
outside of that.
They're already doing. I mean, there's a bunch of 3D projects already, being slated right now as we speak, and a lot of films that, all of a sudden I'm hearing about now that are going to be 3D. Like, I think I don't know if it was a rumor about Clash of the Titans being converted over to 3D now. So,
but I'm just saying, I don't want people to get caught up as like saying, "Oh, we just have to concentrate on 3D."
Oh yeah,
I mean,
right now it seems like that's what they're doing.
But I would like for people to think outside of that because I don't want somebody to start thinking of, because to me right now at this stage 3D is great, but you can't apply it to every film, so it's still somewhat on a gimmick stage,
Yeah, tell that to the big guys in Hollywood, but because right now it seems like
I've sent a letter already.
That is the thing they're gearing up for, and it's like. Now, to get anybody in those seats now, especially for a sequel, it has to be in 3D. I mean, every horror movie that's getting ready to come out in the next year or two is going to be in 3D. Halloween. They got the remake of Piranha coming out in 3D.
Oh, is that going to be in 3D?
Oh yeah. Oh no, that was like I remember doing a blog about that fucking story about a year or two ago, where they were gearing up to do it, and the big gimmick was it's going to be in 3D. So yeah, Friday the 13th is going to be in fucking 3D again. So yeah, I mean you're gonna have you're gonna have you're gonna be up to your eyes and fucking up to your ass in 3D. Yeah. So I mean, but like with anything, the good films will stand out and the shitty ones won't. And if they're making shitty 3D movies and nobody's seeing them, then they're gonna lose a shitload of money and they'll eventually stop making them. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I agree with every point you hit on that as far as your movie going experience. The only way you can possibly top it is if you set up something like the Alamo Draft House, but at the same time, instead of nice seats, just have toilet bowls that you can sit down so you can watch your movie, eat your food, drink your beer, and be able to shit and piss exactly where you're at, without having to fucking get up while the movie's playing and go run to the bathroom. You're gonna miss about a good 10 minutes, and you gotta come back, fucking bother your friend about what you fucking missed, and then you realize, well, great, I missed that 10 minutes. It was the most pivotal part of the goddamn movie. Now I gotta spend another fucking $12, to see this shit again. No, just install the toilet bowls in every theater, and you'll be fine. That's what I see in the future, Corey.
In the future.
The future.
As far as video games go in the future, I would actually like to see the 3D technology be developed more for home use on video games.
It's already happening. I mean,
I know it's happening, but I want to see it happening. But I'm waiting for when it's brought into the mainstream.
And I think honestly, as far as 3D is concerned, I think that's the only place it can go is with these video games. Because watching during the Fantastic Fest when they had those displays with the HD TVs playing 3D clips from movies and just videos that they did in 3D to show you how the technology works. Yeah. It looked fucking amazing. And the only thing I could think about, I was like, the only way this has any real significance is if it were incorporated into a video game.
This computer is fucking with us now. It does not want to play.
It stopped again.
Yeah, it stopped again. Unfortunately, it stopped right when you made your point.
And I'm too tired to make it again.
Yeah, I know. Could you repeat
basically,
that?
Video,
no, I was able to. We got it. No,
video games are going to kick ass in 3D. There you go.
Let's see. This is from the Cheshire Cat. Hey, Corey, is it thought fucking time? I tried getting this question answered on the Coco, but after 2 consecutive fails, I decided to ask it here. Why is it that folks today...
We don't want to answer it.
Yeah, good night. Why is it so much that folks today worry so much about the content of the films and not focus on the details that make it unique? What?
Because folks are dumb and they're people, so there you go. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What? I think she's probably talking about violence in films or certain subject matters in films that... parents should be.
The details of a film are the content of a film. I don't know.
I don't know what that. I'm trying.
That's why your question didn't get answered because we don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
This is from Cheshire Cat. Hey, look.
I tried to answer that just so we don't have to ever go back to that again.
People,
we try.
Word your shit, okay?
We're trying to help.
Really think about this shit before you type it out. And look, and let me show you something here.
Okay.
Look at this right here. Fucking, if this is the one, no, that's not the one. Somebody wrote,
it's time to talk shit about the fans. Yeah,
it's
my favorite segment.
Look at this shit right here.
What? Holy fuck!
That's a question.
That's a question.
Yeah, somebody's saying fornicating my cognitive thought process.
Wow.
You wrote, this is from Dave Burke, who wrote 2 goddamn.
Hey, he's dedicated to the premise. Wow. Are you sure he didn't answer his own question with that last paragraph?
Really?
Yeah.
People, please.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
we're busy over here.
I want you to think about this. I really want you to think about this. Do you think that we're going to read out loud 2 paragraphs with 20 sentences in them to answer one question?
We should try it. It'll probably be another hour to the show.
I know. We'll be here. The computer's already stopping. We're going to be here for another fucking...
There's content.
Oh, it's like 3 a.m. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get mad at you, but you got to cut us. Come on. You got to meet us halfway on this. Okay. Please. We'll read one more.
That guy's like, what the fuck? You still didn't answer my question.
Reword that question with... a sentence or 2, no more than 3.
Yeah, I mean there should usually only be about 3 or 4. Well, 3. There should be about 3 sentences when.
There's no
when
fucking way we're gonna sit there and read 2 paragraphs that long. Did you see that? I took up the whole screen.
I saw it.
That motherfucker wrote a novel to ask us a question.
That's a whole nother show right there.
I think, and at the end of it, I think he forgot he asked a question.
I'm gonna be here till 6 a.m.
There wasn't even a question mark at the end of that thing.
Your thoughts, please.
That question's on my table right now. It's spilled over so far. Okay. All right. This is from Vincent D'Onofrio. Mm-hmm. The Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh.
From Law and Order.
No shit.
I don't think, of course not.
Big fan, eh?
Fuck my motherfucking thoughts, please. Okay. So do you guys really think... it's another video game question, but... all right.
Those video game questions are really popular this week.
Why? Yeah, what happened with what's going on with video games?
I don't know.
What is going on?
I just bought a PS3 and I still don't fucking have a clue.
Okay, co-host.
Yes.
You got my commitment right now.
Okay.
We talked about this before.
Have we? Okay.
I'm gonna end this right here. This email segment because we talked about this before. Because apparently these people ain't understanding.
Oh shit!
No,
you about to go off on the fans?
No, I'm not about to go off. I love the fans. I love these people. Of course, I'm not gonna go off.
Don't piss anybody off.
I'm not gonna piss.
I need this job.
I'm not gonna. Don't fuck you.
Where'd all the fans go?
No, believe me, nobody loves fans more than we do. I think this is one of those websites where we are very close with people, but you've got to understand. You can't
you got to help.
You got
to help
writing these goddamn novels for questions.
You're frustrating Corey. I got to work with the guy.
Now, here's what I'm going to do. This is my commitment to you, brother.
Thank you.
We talked about this, and I'm going to start. We should both do this. Look at some emails before we start the show.
No, we
should look at them together.
Yes. And I was going to tell you, I am getting ink for my printer, so I can find the one. I have been doing it because I'm like, you know what, I can fucking try to write these down in crayon, but which is a pain in the ass because I look at certain questions that I like, but I'm like, you know, this has to be summed up in about 3 sentences because I can't fucking just sit here and I'm a robot. But even I can't write this shit out. You know, I can't. It's impossible. It's crazy. That's why and ink is expensive these days. So you know, to get all the decent ones and throw them on, you know, put them on a notebook and print out the shit, you know. But it needs to happen. And I'm sorry, you know.
No. If anything, just copy and paste them and send them to me. But and I'm not even so mad like at the video game questions. I mean, nobody knows what somebody else is writing, so I don't mind it. I just don't want to answer another video game question. But and it's 3 a.m. I'm losing my fucking mind right now. But
you and me both.
But people, listen, I love you so much out there, you fans, that I will come to your house and strangle the fuck out of you if you keep writing me these long paragraphs for emails. We've told you already. Use some common sense. We're not going to sit up there and read this shit.
No.
I mean, we're not. If anything is longer than 5 sentences, fuck it.
Yeah, it's sorry, but hey, this is the past now. We're beyond this. We finally have to get off our asses and do some work, you know, on our own here.
Yeah, people's not your fault.
To help this, you know. No, it's not your.
It's our fault.
It's not your fault at all. You're not doing this show. We are. We're the dumbasses who are driving this whole goddamn thing. And it's about time for us to take some of the responsibility and clean up and fix this whole email segment because sometimes. You know, I don't want to bore anybody. I don't want to waste anyone's time while we're combing these emails. And, you know, when we find something with 3 paragraphs, as much as we'd love to read it and respond to you personally, but, you know, that's great and all, but when we're doing a show, we can't read a 3-paragraph email because it's ridiculous. That's why. Because I don't want to be sitting up here all night long. And I'm going to walk out of the goddamn room. I mean, you know, and if I was listening to this, I would turn it off. So, okay. You know what? To show you that we're all right, I'm going to read one more question and we're done. Let's read the long one.
This is actually one of those 10-sentence questions, but I found out where the question mark is.
Okay.
I don't want to leave on a bad note here. All right. My question is,
we're going to get through this, Corey. Don't worry.
Yes, this is from Mutton Chops.
Yes.
Mutton Chop Cartoon. My question is simply, seeing that with a lot of movies that have done well in the past year, sci-fi taking the lead in many avenues, is there a clear indicator that science fiction needs to take similar? But I can't read this.
I was looking at you and I was like, "Are you sure you want to do that right now?" I think we should stop while the stopping is good. I was like, you're about to go nuts, which obviously you are. You're laughing. I tried to save you. I know you want to do, you know, your best to make everyone happy. And I'm like, you know what? I got to work with you. I don't want you going nuts. No, it's not. No.
Okay, but that not.
It's hey, this segment is going to get cleaned up. We're going to fix it. Don't you worry. I got my cool set of tools over here. And we're going to fix this shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey kids, we still love your emails. Keep sending them.
Yeah.
And and if you're lucky, because not everyone out there is a winner. If you're lucky, we'll read the cool ones and we'll make this whole segment tolerable and fun.
All right. Well,
but if you have an enjoyment listening to our pain, that's even better.
Yeah, so, I'm sure they are.
So, good for you.
So anyway, all right.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I think just like Wendy's, we'll see you tomorrow. So
yeah, before I rip my ears off.
Corey goes insane.
All right, people. Good night.
Yeah, good night, you sons of bitches.
You know email right, motherfucker.
No email. No. I think Raymond wrote one of those emails.